8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Andrew, please. Andrew, it's okay.
Is it over? It's a glitch. Is it over?
It's okay, bud.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are coming off of a fantastic pay-per-view last night where Andrew was left a little
Catatonic.
Down in the dumps after watching a man be burned alive in a wrestling ring.
We watched a murder.
We saw a murder.
We saw a live murder.
So I had to revive him, and welcome to the show. I am slacking. I haven't even set my TV up. Hold on.
Well, we've got Gabriel Lamas here, the first to comment and the first on YouTube. Welcome to the show, my man.
Gabriel,
everybody's
my
piling in right now. Everybody piled in. Everybody.
The man commented before the countdown was even over. Let's go.
It counts. It counts. Don't even worry about it.
As my phone is just blowing up because apparently we are going live on every platform that I follow.
Yeah. Everything is blowing up right now. A lot of people are coming in out of the woodwork.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching. We are Respect the Ring. We are the best damn wrestling show on the internet. We are here for Monday Night Raw as we are led off by the new women's tag team champions. And I'm sure we're getting a
hey, it's Luther. Luther's here.
Hi, Luther via Twitch.
What's going on, buddy? Everyone's coming in. Everybody's ready. We've got a jam-packed Raw coming up. I see the main event as they're showing as the six-man street fight between Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre against AJ Styles, The Miz, and John Morrison. And as
ratings.
As a result of the fallout of what we witnessed to be live murder on television, the Firefly Inferno match between Randy Orton and The Fiend, which we saw a man just get burned alive and another man commit arson. I'm curious to see how the laws are effective in the WWE universe, which I don't.
The law
Randy
enforcement
must be hiding.
The raw enforcement of the WWE.
I'm 90% sure right now Randy is like hiding in like a warehouse in Santa Monica just to escape from the cops. Because there are questions to be had here.
Joe Maka, our man, what is up?
Joe, what's going on?
Up?
I see you got the notification for the show, buddy. We are ready.
Shays Bandito, Jason Voorhees.
We're opening up the show with Charlotte Flair coming out. Charlotte, as you guys saw, returning at TLC to be Asuka's tag team partner.
Boo!
Against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. They won the tag team championships, making Asuka a double champion at this time. Lana, unfortunately, was not a part of that match. She was taken out as a result of an attack by Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Can't wait to see how that plays off.
What do you have on your TV right now?
I have Charlotte Flair coming out.
Okay.
Oh, she's in the ring right now.
What am I watching?
I don't know.
This is Mick and Noelle Foley.
Yeah, you are. I don't know what you're watching. Luckily, I can fill us all in as to what's going on, so no worries. Nobody's missing anything right now. But I see everybody's excited right now.
I'm missing out on everything.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Yeah, you are.
Come on.
We're getting viewers from everywhere joining in. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. Welcome to Respect the Ring. We are covering Monday Night Raws for December 21st, 2020, 8 years after the world was supposed to end, but unfortunately the Mayans got too lazy and didn't finish the calendar. So, here we are, 8 years later. Terry Crews is going to rise up and probably build and kick everything, but, we're here. We're here. We're ready to go.
I'm still struggling, so
Do your thing.
you got this.
Do your thing. Shays Bandito saying Steve Austin and Kurt Angle on karaoke hour. That would be something. That's Attitude Era stuff right there. Who knows what's gonna happen for that one?
That screams Attitude Era.
Absolutely. I mean, last night screamed Attitude Era. Last night was just was something.
And we'll probably get into TLC a little bit tonight as we see things go on throughout the show, and how, personally, I can't think of a better pay-per-view this year.
I will offer my thoughts on that one in a second. I hear Charlotte speaking.
Okay. I wouldn't know still.
So work on it. Work on it. I got this part. And, well, looks like Charlotte's character has to change. She mentions it's the first time she walks into the Thunderdome, she walks out the champion. Wait. Gabriel, what's going on, buddy?
Hola. Thank
Hopefully,
you for joining us.
thank you for returning after yesterday.
Yes. As well as Joe. Thank you for returning as well.
Exactly. Shay's Bandito, take a shot every time she woos. I got coffee. Can I take a shot of that?
I got mango smoothie.
That counts. She hasn't wooed yet, so I'm not going to drink my coffee yet. As we see Asuka coming out right now. Asuka double champion as a result of last night's match. So we've got what I believe is the 5th women's double champion right now. Because you had Bayley, you had Sasha, you had Becky. There's one more I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Someone was a double champion and I'm forgetting.
Asuka, Bayley,
Asuka
twice.
Was it Asuka twice?
Yeah, because she was with Kyrie.
Right. That's right. But Asuka's also the first woman to win the tag team championships twice with 2 different partners.
Right here.
Well, Asuka's gloating about it. Okay, Shay says it counts. So you can drink your naked healthy juice, and I got my coffee. So that's how we're celebrating woos.
Oh, let me know because I can't hear.
Well, right now, all that's happening right now is they're cutting the promo about Nia and Shayna not being ready for Asuka, and how they weren't ready for Charlotte. It's the standard promo of the new champions celebrating after winning their titles. Charlotte is now a face, it seems.
I'm glad you said that because I have a rant for tonight.
Oh no!
I'll go on a commercial or something.
Oh, Shay says Asuka wooed. All right, question. You said that when Charlotte was speaking. Does it count if Asuka also does it? Oh, Nia and Shayna are now coming out. They look to be on the same page right now. Clinton's like, Andrew kind of has this looking like an episode of 101 Dalmatians. I love my hat. It does make you super, super warm, though. Like, I feel warm right now. Shay says now it does. Okay, so that last one can't count because you just made it official for it to count now. I'm just saying. You changed the rules on us, buddy.
I don't know why I do it. I always do it. I want that shit. I grabbed the satchel already.
Okay, so we have Nia and Shayna in the ring right now against Charlotte and Asuka. Nia kind of doing her talk. Is basically Clinton's saying, not gonna lie, this hat looks it is super warm. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I could walk outside right now. It's like 30 degrees outside. I'm pretty sure I could walk out right now and I would feel super snug. Like, I actually feel like I'm sweating in this hat.
I would be.
I'm only wearing it to kind of comfort myself after last night's arson. This is my security comfort hat. But it's a puppy though. Oh no, we're starting with the Christmas puns. We've got the Christmas puns. Oh, wait. Here comes Mandy and Dana.
Mandy.
They have new music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
That means they're basically officially a team.
Is it called like Hot Blondes or something?
I have no idea. They did have a name actually. I think it was Muscle Blondes or something like that.
Oh no.
Something like that. Something like that.
This is bad.
Shay says Otis's phantom girlfriend. Otis is in SmackDown. He's being trained by Gable, and he's got nothing right now.
Otis didn't even get dumped. They just got separated.
Well, actually, they kind of like phantom continue it on Raw. They're like Mandy does name drop Otis from time to time, so I will give them credit for that. They haven't completely abandoned it. Oh no, we're right now getting Mandy and Dana staking their claim for the women's title, or women's tag team titles.
Yes, because they've earned it.
Well, I guess this is gonna happen now because Charlotte's at the top with Asuka.
Blondes.
All this really does is just pigeonhole the women's title.
Well, maybe if Asuka and Charlotte never won it, we wouldn't have to be in this situation.
Womp womp.
Kurt,
what's going on, my man? Welcome to the show. You haven't missed much. All we did was open up with a Charlotte promo. We are now reminiscing. Well, we were reminiscing over the fact that we saw a live arson and murder on last night's TLC. Oh boy. So here's our response to the low ratings. We're having a Legends night on Raw.
Oh, awesome.
Hulk Hogan, Tori Wilson, Beth Phoenix, and a bunch of other legends are being touted for this one.
Tonight?
2 weeks away. Oh boy. Gabriel asking, where's Nick? Nick is not on tonight. Nick is
a rare occasion.
He is a very rare occasion. I think we're the more commons at this point, unfortunately.
We're the steady hands. Everyone else can jump in when they can.
Shay saying, yeah, but I'm sure Bray liked it. Maybe. I hope not, because if he liked it, then I have questions. I would also need to meet his therapist at some point, because I think I might need it. Kurt saying, I'm good, brother. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Brother. Good stuff. Because we all need it, especially in this time. The 8-year anniversary of the world supposedly ending.
Let me pick up this bounty, then I'll go for those.
Cheers.
Where were you 8 years ago when the world was supposed to end?
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Freaking out over the world ending.
I don't remember 12/21/12, but I do remember June 6, 2006. So 666. I do remember that, and we had a dust storm, and it was the scariest shit ever because Texas never has them.
Oh, well, that was probably your tease about it about to end at some point. Meanwhile, Dean is saying it's so bad and scripted. I hope you meant Raw and not us, because if we're bad and scripted, we're not even scripted. Chris might be scripted.
This is all coming off the dome.
Chris might be scripted. I'm not scripted.
Dude, I'll tell you what's about to be scripted is this television going out the window.
I wouldn't throw out your television because then you have to pay for a television.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
The world is like boy bands. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Man, we got a lot of people joining up today. Very nice stuff. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. You're in for quite a show. I
recognize everybody's name from yesterday except for Shay's Bandito. So Shay's Bandito, welcome. Unless you're under a different name than yesterday, don't welcome back.
That counts. Everyone's in today. Everyone's in. We're going to have a great show or Chris's money back. So it works out just fine.
All my cash.
All of it. He has a ton of cash. A ton of it.
I do.
But any hoodle, aka the Shrek. He's the Shrek Whisperer. The Shrek Whisperer.
Donkey.
Okay. So the way this show is going to be working, there's a little special thing that's going to be happening. We have another person that's going to be joining in a little bit later on today, and from there, that's when I will pop out. So we're going to have a little bit of a rotating cast today, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. I promise you that. This guy is a pretty entertaining one. You've seen him before if you've seen our show, and I guarantee you're going to have a couple of laughs with him on there. If you remember, I'll give you a hint. He was the reason why I had to do the Toe of Satan challenge on Wednesday's show.
Captain Kip Up.
Captain Kip Up himself.
Is my heater too loud?
What's up?
Can you hear my heater?
Nope. I don't hear anything.
Thank God. It's cold.
Well,
It's cold.
all right. Let's see. We are back on Monday Night Raw. Charlotte and Asuka are right now on ringside. And it looks like our match is going to be Mandy, Rose, and Dana Brooke versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now,
I'm a technical wizard.
What's up?
I'm a technical wizard.
I have so many questions.
But
So many questions.
my screen's green. Why?
So I'm going to imagine this match in particular is going to have some women's tag team title implications, if you will. Whoever wins this, I'm imagining, is probably going to be one step up the ladder towards facing off against Charlotte and Asuka. What do you think, Chris?
We shouldn't even be in this situation. That's what I think.
You're so pessimistic.
In this situation, yes.
Kurt saying Australia not good today. What's going on in Australia, man? I know you mentioned that Australia got locked down, and the cases were rising. What's going on today?
Australia is a top, I'd say top 3 vacation destination for me. So I hope everything's all right.
It's gonna be a while.
I won't be there anytime soon.
Shay saying I'll still be impressed with Baszler's double tap out. You think Baszler's gonna double tap out Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke? I'd be curious to see how that's gonna work.
Mandy, don't tap.
Lol. Billy, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show. I know you've been here often. If you were here, I'm wearing a hat. This is my security comfort hat after witnessing live murder on yesterday's show. So this is how I'm going to comfort myself after that trauma.
Okay, so I jinxed myself.
What did you do?
I got it to connect to my TV, but it's still not working.
Oh, good God. All right, you fix that. I'm going to cover Raw. In the meantime. Nia right now against Dana Brooke, and Nia's just woman handling Dana Brooke right now. What a mess. So it's looking to be pretty obvious that Nia and Shayna are going to win, reverse psychology notwithstanding. Kurt saying there's 83 cases in Australia. Jeez, man.
There's 83 cases in my town. That's how bad my town that's how bad Texas is.
It's getting up there. I hope you guys are okay down in Australia.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Texas. I was like, no.
Well, both of you, actually.
Niall!
What's going on, bud?
You're usually the first one here, bud. You got beat.
Oh, Dana Brooke right now catching Nia in the corner. Cartwheel elbow. Looking for a springboard, but Nia catches her. And spinning hurricanrana.
I give up.
Back to Mandy. All right, so are you not able to watch Raw?
I'm useless.
You're not able to watch Raw?
Not currently.
Yeah, keep trying. You got this. I believe in you. Shay's like flop. Shay's looking basically for Nia to flop right on Mandy and Dana.
No, not Mandy.
Just like leg drop flop to death. Oh wait, we got a double dive taking out from Mandy and Dana, taking off both Nia and Shayna, and we got taunts in front of the tag team champions right now.
So they're ringside.
What's up?
The women's tag team champions are ringside.
They are right now at the commentary table. The standard scout your opponents in lieu of the future match between either of these two. Now, I low-key do not want to see Nia and Shayna face off against Charlotte and Asuka again, but I wouldn't totally be against it only because of the factor that Charlotte was the surprise mystery opponent.
Yeah.
So you can always retcon it a little bit. She's saying she got a little dizzy and then got pissed again. Back to commercial. So we got a second commercial in the middle of the first match. Okay, that was my one drink because of that woo. So
Are you ready for my rant?
Yep, go for it. Now saying sorry you missed the beginning, by the way.
You're all good.
Go for it. What's your rant? I'll stay quiet for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, last night was a pay-per-view, the final pay-per-view of 2020, TLC. From what I counted earlier, there are 9 championships on the main roster, and 4 were defended.
Was that your rant?
That's my rant. All the titles on the main roster, and only 4 or 5 were defended. U.S. title is useless. Intercontinental titles useless. Raw women's title useless. SmackDown tag team titles were defended on SmackDown.
You have to go through that hole right there.
I'm salty.
I can tell.
It's a pay-per-view. You're supposed to have championships defended. I know it's not Night of Champions. You're not going to have them all defended. But come on now. It's a pay-per-view. I needed some Street Profits. Asuka didn't need to be near the tag team titles. The U.S. title hasn't been defended but once in months.
I think it was just recently he defended it against Titus.
Yeah, that's the one.
That wasn't months ago. That was like last month.
No, one in months. So there's only been one in months.
Oh, I thought you said it hasn't been defended in months.
Oh. Intercontinental Championship will be on SmackDown, which I guess a Christmas miracle. Our big baby Biggie will be. Wow, I agree, Kurt. I agree. I am also upset. All right, rant over.
That wasn't really much of a rant. That was just like getting your thoughts out and then just like a deflate.
Rant. WWE, defend your titles. Especially your secondary titles, US and Intercontinental.
Shit's like Robert Stone's getting the NXT Women's Championship. I'm just reading the comments while you're ranting.
No, dude, I agree. Robert Stone's awesome. He should be on TV more.
Well, I mean, we've got some time. I mean, 2020 pretty much is a wash as it is. I'd imagine by Royal Rumble we're going to get a lot more defenses going forward. I mean, it was a 6-match pay-per-view card.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. They usually have like 7 or 8.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of the matches had a lot of time, you know?
Yeah, TLCs take a long time, so yeah,
Indeed.
definitely.
And also, you got to remember that the period from Survivor Series to the Royal Rumble is almost always a lull period because they're gearing up for the Royal Rumble. So there's not much you can really expect from TLC of all pay-per-views, you know? I think the only one notable worthwhile thing that happened in TLCs other than yesterday, where I'm pretty sure Randy Orton is halfway across the country by now, is the fact that Asuka won the Women's Champion like 2 years ago, I want to say, when Ronda Rousey messed up Becky and Charlotte. I think it was the only
at the TLC.
Yeah, that was like the only notable thing I can remember at TLC at the time, at least. Sinu, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show. Phil, you have we had Charlotte and Asuka coming out celebrating their win TLC. Charlotte, the mystery partner for Asuka at TLC, winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. Right now, we're in a match between Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke against Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Shay's asking, didn't they do away with automatic rematches? They did. They did do away with automatic rematches. I put it in quotes because it's been happening regardless. But, you know, WWE forgets its own logic sometimes, so as long as the internal logic isn't broken, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I see we got a mix of returning viewers and new viewers today.
Shout out to all the Twitch attention right now. Twitch is getting some love tonight.
Absolutely. Everyone joining on Twitch, on YouTube, and Facebook. All 3 platforms that you can follow Respect the Ring on.
All right, I'm gonna pull for a little bit.
And you couldn't get any better when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm telling you, you know. So when you guys get the chance, like the Facebook, subscribe to YouTube, like and follow on everything that we have, and keep your notifications on because we pop up at any time. You never know when we're gonna pop up next.
Okay, so good news and bad news.
Go with the good news first.
I have the stream.
And what's the bad news?
It's on my phone and not my TV.
It's one box.
Hey, you're still watching it. You can still comment.
I am still watching it, technically. So I will set that up right there.
Beautiful.
Look, now I can just look at my screen and not have to keep staring off to the distance.
See how that worked out? It worked out great.
So Shayna currently has a leg lock on Mandy. Yes.
Right now I've got Mandy fighting back against Nia.
Okay, so against Nia?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Shayna just did a DDT to Mandy's leg, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so either you're ahead of me by a lot or you're behind. Right now I have Nia missing a leg drop against Mandy and getting ready to tag in Dana. Yeah, you might be really behind. Oh, wait, Shayna tagged in.
In my head? No.
We're about to find out. So Mandy right now fighting against Shayna. And Mandy with a clothesline. Now Mandy with a suplex on Shayna. Okay, I think you might be behind.
Shocking. Miz TV special guest, AJ Styles. Have you seen that?
No. So you might be super ahead.
In the bottom right corner, just a little...
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I saw... Now Dana's in the ring. Dynasty saying his stream is off about 10 seconds audio ahead of video. So right now, his stream's a mess. Are you talking about us, or are you talking about the Raw stream? Because I see Chris is a little wonk out with his stream as well. You right there, Chip?
I'm fine, dude.
You were choking.
No, I'm laughing.
Oh. Shay saying Nia's playing with her food.
Oh, there's people over there, yep. It's the guy by Cop.
Okay, so now everyone's double teaming on everyone. Oh, I see what you're laughing. I just got the comment from John Carlos Zavala if we're boyfriends. No.
Man, I'm just enjoying. Not. I'm enjoying my naked smoothie, man.
You're not helping. Stop. Just stop talking. No.
We're just homies, dude.
We're just homies. He's in Texas. I'm in New York. Okay, so Dynasty's saying his Raw stream is behind. So I guess WWE's having some audio technicalities from different feeds. Oh no, Shayna's got Dana's arm tied up. Oh wait, roll up.
Dana's climbing the top rope for me.
I got Dana getting caught in the Karafuda clutch, and that's a tap.
Let's see how long it takes for me to get to the finish.
Go for it.
I honestly feel like Mandy is super underrated.
I think both Mandy and Dana are super underrated.
Yeah. But I really
honestly, it just goes back to the fact that they don't really have much time to shine. Oh, we got Shayna challenging the champions to come inside the ring, but Mandy just drop kicks Shayna through the ring, and now they just dump Nia over the top rope. That must have been a workout. So here's the thing. Nia and Shayna did defeat Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, but right now Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke are standing tall in the ring. No implications as to who is going to be the challenger for the
match is over.
Wow, you are really behind.
That was about a minute.
You are super behind. You need a different feed. Shay's wanting Nia to put him through the table. That's probably not gonna happen. Not right now, at least. But I mean, they ended that streak. John Carlos asking if you guys watch anime. We do.
Yeah, we do.
We actually do.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a bunch of tattoos on anime, and I watch from time to time. I mean, what's your favorite anime?
Me?
I'll ask you that for both of you guys, actually.
One Piece.
All
Even
right.
though I am absolutely burnt out right now, I'm on episode like 870 something.
I'm a Cowboy Bebop fan. I love Cowboy Bebop. And Trigun.
Trigun is good.
Dynasty saying it's the usual small push to make him look good for Rumble. Yeah, this is what I was saying a little bit earlier. Basically, they're like between Survivor Series and the Rumble is like this lull period, and after TLC, when they start to build up into the Royal Rumble, is when things kind of start to ramp up. Oh, as we see the Hurt Business coming in. Okay, so the Hurt Business are bullying a random passerby who's wearing a New Day shirt. And now they're giving him a wardrobe change. They just ripped this dude's shirt straight off of him.
Are they still being bullies?
Well, yeah. Yeah. They're giving the guy a Hurt Business shirt. They're just putting him in a Hurt Business shirt. They're not even setting his sleeve. Oh, you are really behind. You are super behind. I'm on commercial right now. Shay's saying New Day shirts. I mean, that New Day shirt was pretty nice. It was a tie-dye shirt. But all they did was just rip the shirt right off the guy's back. Luckily, he was wearing a white shirt underneath, and then they just put a Hurt Business shirt on him. And they didn't even set his hands. Like it looked like he was just gagged. Kurt saying go live stream YouTube and Facebook. Yes. So we are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I'm pretty sure if you sail the high seas a little bit, you could probably find Raw there as well. Pretty sure. But you didn't hear that from me.
I didn't hear what you said.
Exactly. So Shay, we got no more woos, but I'm still gonna drink my coffee, so the shot game is off.
Yeah, I've been sitting here drinking my juice.
Oh, you've been breaking the rules, that's why. So while we're on commercial, I will mention that 2020 in particular, when it comes to wrestling in general, I know it's been a little bit wacky with no fans and stuff, minus New Japan Pro Wrestling, obviously. But I will give WWE credit for the way they pulled up, how they pulled off things with the Thunderdome, how they got away with certain things that you're not going to get away with in front of a live crowd. For example, yesterday with the TLC. But you also have Retribution taking over things, the SmackDown hacker thing. You got things. I know you don't like it, but still, it highlights the point. They're taking advantage of the Thunderdome, and I got to commend them for that at least. It makes a difference because it does add to the overall visual appeal of the product that you can't really do with fans. And credit to them, they're not taking the lazy route out.
Yeah, but
at the same degree, it could have been handled a little bit better. Conversely, you got New Japan Pro Wrestling, which does have fans now. And they're not really at full strength, but they're pretty strong right now. So it's interesting to see how 2020 in wrestling altogether has been unique, to say the least.
Yeah. One of the things I wanted to mention, I mean, I know they couldn't predict what was going to go on, but imagine them having the hacker still going with all these screens wrapped around the building. Dude. That would have been dope. Because when he was around, it was just like either no audience or it was in the PC with the NXT guys out in the crowd.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he could, And
it's not like they knew I'm sure they were trying to get ideas and stuff. It's not like they knew they were going to have
no fans.
The screens and stuff.
Right.
Yes, I mean that would have been amazing with the hacker having all these screens and stuff.
It would have been interesting if they did anything with it too, because like the thing that gets me the most when it came to the SmackDown hacker, there was, if you remember the Jeff Hardy and Elias thing, where like Elias was accusing Jeff Hardy all the time of running him over. Like that would have been the one time somebody with hacking capabilities could have pulled up a surveillance feed and saw who really ran over Elias. But nope, nothing. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Clinton say Dragon Ball series and Cowboy Bebop and Trigun and Big O are all the Gundam series and Naruto, to name a few of his favorites. Those are some really good ones, I will say. Big O is also a really good one. And the Gundam series. Turn A Gundam is probably one of my favorites, I will say.
Not gonna lie, I don't know. What was it? Oh yeah, I know all this. I never watched Gundam. I think they're cool looking though.
You're missing out, man. Gundam is probably one of the best series out there. Not the best, but one of the best. Especially G Gundam.
G Gundam as in Gundam. G Gundam.
No comments.
What commercial are you on right now?
I'm back on Raw. Hurt Business are coming out. Chase Bandito saying, with Undertaker going and most of the old wrestlers passing, it's been difficult. Kane technically isn't retired. He's just slacking. Kane is running Knox County as the mayor. But he does return from time to time, oddly enough. But yeah, with a lot has changed in the landscape of 2020. So it's unique to see what's going on right now. Oh, Chris, you're right. It is Jeff Hardy and Riddle versus Bobby Lashley MVP.
Let's go kill this crown.
Probably not right now, but you were right. You called the match.
Oh, I thought they were carrying someone's body, but it's the titles.
Yeah. Purpose is basically dripping in gold right now. They're carrying the Raw Tag Team titles after defeating the New Day at TLC. Bobby Lashley carrying the U.S. title as well.
How the fuck did he get there so fast?
So Hurt Business right now are just talking about celebrating their new gold, if you will, or silver, I guess technically.
I noticed that too because they're not getting no.
So here's, I mean, like I honestly envisioned Bobby Lashley carrying the WWE title and maybe MVP carrying the US title if they were really going this route. But I love the idea that MVP is basically like the mafia, or the mafia godfather, if you will. Like he's the godfather handling this mafia. I love it.
You don't want it?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Damn, I'm sorry, dude.
All the worst. But I saw your thingy though.
Yeah.
All right.
Where at?
Hey, Kurt's on YouTube. I see it. Subscribing too. Thank you so much, my man. Really, it goes. Your subscription. I know, like a lot of people will downplay it and just be like, "Oh, you know, it's another number." But your subscription goes a long way towards helping this channel. Like everyone's subscriptions, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, or on Twitch, it goes a long way towards helping us reach out more to you guys. But it helps us make the show a little bit better going forward, because we want to make this kind of like the hub for when you guys want to do watch-alongs. So, you know, like we do this, we do wrestling, obviously, but we also do non-wrestling as well. So if you guys want to come in and talk football, or, you know, like Giancarlo mentioned a little bit earlier, or John Caller, I'm sorry, I hope I pronounced your name correctly, and if I didn't, I'm so sorry. But things like anime as well, if you want to talk anime, we're also here to talk about that too. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And we could be doing certain shows on certain platforms. We could be doing like an anime stream on YouTube, or we could be doing maybe like a quick little football chat on Twitch or anything like that. So if you follow all three, you'll get notified anytime we're on.
Exactly. Like it says on the description for the Facebook page, we're a haven for wrestling and non-wrestling fans. So join in, chat.
We just want to be here to talk and chill with people. And I am one of the biggest YouTube watchers probably on the planet. I put some numbers in on YouTube. What?
Sorry to interrupt you, Chris, but I see in the VIP lounge they're taking a group title picture, and R-Truth is right behind them, photobombing the picture with his 24/7 title. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to point that out.
I was just going to mention, I watch a lot of YouTube, and YouTubers say it all the time, and you don't understand. You don't really understand it until you try YouTube. But liking and subscribing, it helps us so much. And like, I never wanted to be that guy to start saying stuff like that, because I don't want to be like, oh, I do. I've been doing it since we joined. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. But if y'all want more content, we have to grow. And with y'all's help, we can grow, and we could have nonstop shows, nonstop streams, YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Oh, wait. Hardy and Jeff Hardy and Matt Riddle are currently on stage. I'm just giving everyone updates while you don't mind me. I love how they're just calling him Riddle now, but his vest thingy says M Riddle. So what does the M stand for, guys?
Man
Murphy.
Riddle.
Murphy Riddle. Mick Riddle. Mick Riddle. That made me hungry.
Do you listen to the New Day podcast?
I don't. I really should though.
Like every month or so, Big E goes on this new tangent, and the current one is him going on a diatribe of how what did he call them? The colonizers took his last name, and he just keeps going on. It's like this long diatribe about people stealing his name, and he no longer has his name. I don't know. You said people losing their names, and that reminded me of it.
MVP and Riddle now having a bit of a war of the words, if you will, on basically Matt Riddle is just kind of doing his thing, kind of chill talk, and comparing the two of them. And MVP saying we're not the same, big things popping, little things stopping, that sort of thing. Speaking of which, as Clinton pointed out, speaking of anime, the final fight in Dragon Ball Super was stupid crazy. That ending was wild. 2 questions. 1, are you talking anime or manga? And that kind of feeds into the second question. If you're talking about manga, because then I'm going to ask, are you talking about the fight with Jiren in the Tournament of Power, or are you talking about Morrow in the latest chapter? Because I got thoughts for both. Oh, wait. So I guess that match isn't happening right now.
I'm useless in this conversation because I haven't caught up.
Lol.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like we're getting a fallout to the Firefly Inferno match tonight. So I guess I guess criminal law doesn't apply in WWE.
Not in the Firefly Funhouse.
No, unless the cops are called. In that case, you get arrested. No, like Daniel Bryan and Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon got arrested, but Randy Orton doesn't get arrested. How does this not work?
Triple H got arrested for going to Randy's home, or was it opposite? Randy went into Triple H's home, right?
Triple H went into Randy's home and smashed all his stuff.
Destroyed everything. Destroy that poor prop house.
And then gets arrested. So Triple H gets arrested for breaking into a man's house. Vince McMahon gets arrested live on Raw. Austin gets arrested for almost running over Rikishi at No Mercy 2000.
Stephanie got arrested for slapping Brie.
Stephanie gets arrested for
slapping. She got arrested for slapping someone. Randall Keith Orton murdered a man on national television and is fine. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, see, look, Dynasty points out Vince got arrested by Drew Gulak. You see what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Does law not apply, or unless the cops are called?
Yeah, there you go.
Jiren versus Goku, neither one refused to quit. It basically came down to a draw. Pretty much, I wanted to see if there any to that fight. Okay, so it's the anime Jiren versus Goku for the Tournament of Power. Yeah, no, that was a dope fight. I will say, my God, I kind of wanted more. I was a little weirded out by the fact that like he goes Mastered Ultra Instinct and then like loses, and then Frieza and Android 17 are out. Like, I want to see that fight down the line again, and I hope they set it up that way. That was a dope. I know Chris hates Dragon Ball, but
calm down. I have it tattooed on me.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, it's funny because I haven't watched any of Super because I don't care for it, and I have a Dragon Ball tattooed on me.
I mean, not a lot of people care so much for Super because Super kind of was a return to the roots, so to speak. We got somebody else, Joe Burkhart, having us live on YouTube right now. Joe, thank you so much. I hope you subscribed as well, buddy, because you're going to get all those notifications on when we do go live. That way, you know, if you want to keep watching us, you'll know exactly when we go live. It helps out. Really, it does.
Yeah.
All the subscriptions help out.
I believe they get a notification that we're about 20 minutes out, or is that just for us?
I think for Facebook, you get a notification when we set up like 30 minutes out. YouTube, I think you get the notification in your subscription feed when we're about to go live. So you do get notified. And then Twitch, you know, you get told when you go live anyways. You know how Twitch is. Twitch be twitching.
Hey, your favorite streamers are online now. Come on.
Yeah. Join us. We have coffee. Well, I have coffee.
And mango smoothie.
Chris has a mango smoothie.
And green tea. Gatorade.
And
Bro,
a title belt.
And a title belt. I take these streams seriously, dude. I stock up on drinks because I can't get up.
Oh. You can absolutely can't
Well,
get up.
I can, but it's a whole mess.
It's a mood. It's a big mood. It's a big mood. But nevertheless, I was gonna say something and I totally forgot. Oh yeah. I was gonna talk about what's next for Randy Orton, because obviously, you know, he's not gonna get arrested. I'm pretty sure he doesn't need David Otunga bailing him out of prison or setting up for bond. We're never gonna hear the story about when Randy Orton or when David Otunga met Rikishi. But on the flip side, I have Drew Gulak on my screen, and he's facing off against Angel Garza.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not against that.
I like it. So Gulak versus Garza?
Yeah, Gulak versus Garza.
I like that.
I like that.
So one thing is, of course, they can keep using Bray on TV currently, right?
So that's what I'm thinking. Like, we already know the Fiend and Bray are two totally different characters. So if I see Bray on TV, I'm not going to be shocked about it because the Fiend got killed.
Yeah.
Conversely, if I see the Fiend randomly show up just like that, I'm going to be a little disappointed because that was a pretty poignant ending for TLC. So I'm expecting the Fiend to kind of like be in the background, but not really on screen per se. But if the Fiend shows up on TV just like one night after, it's going to be like, well, what was the point of the burning, you know? Play it off like Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. And can I give not really a prediction, but I guess it is what I think will happen. Or should we say it?
Go for it.
I see at the Royal Rumble, whoever's in the ring and Randy Orton, and then the Fiend comes out.
I think it's gonna happen. I feel like, and this is just my counter to your prediction, like with my own prediction, if you will. I think what'll happen is Orton's probably gonna move on to Edge. Like maybe he's just gonna start focusing on the WWE title again, and then like Edge comes out and kind of like messes him up, and then they wrestle, and then the Fiend maybe comes back. The only reason I say that is because, as Joe mentioned, he loves it as well. Stay a while, my man. I hope you're watching Raw with us as well, because we're covering Raw while we're, kind of double talking. The only thing that I don't like the Fiend as a whole can't be on TV so much because he's a horror character. He's a supernatural entity. So like you can't have him really exist in the plane or confines of what is going on with WWE programming. Because then at some point you're gonna have to explain why is a supernatural entity going on with a mortal existence like WWE? Like why would he be confined? You know?
Right.
Oh, holy Christmas! Angel Garza just decks Drew Gulak in the face.
Oh man, I wish I could watch this. This sounds like actually a really good match.
It was like a straight like punch to the face. Like you couldn't. It was a straight deck to the face. Tiny needs to come out number 30 still on fire. I kind of want to see that happen. That would be pretty hilarious. Clinton saying they have little video game movies out for Dragon Ball now. Some are pretty dope too. The Budokai series are my favorite. I love the Budokai series.
I saw someone selling Budokai 3 for $150 yesterday.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know why people wouldn't just get the HD releases for Budokai on the PS3 because it comes with 1 and 3, but
I can understand it.
Well, I mean, you get both. I guess because the first one, the first Budokai came with plagiarized music, and that's why they did the re-release with the new track. But
funny.
It is what it is. Right now, Gulak and Garza are having a bit of a slugfest right now. Gulak just throwing punches left and right. I just want to see nasty kick. Okay, so this is a brawl.
I love the wing clipper.
Speaking of the wing clipper,
Did
it's
you hit
happening
it?
right now. Yep, Garza hit the wing clipper on Gulak. 1, 2, 3. Garza with the win. Rather quick match, but man, that was hard hitting.
Well, Vince has said multiple times that Angel Garza could be the next Eddie Guerrero. So you guys, I mean, of course you can compare anyone to anyone, but you got to start it somewhere. You can't just call him Eddie Guerrero and then take him off TV for 3 months.
I don't want him to be the next Eddie Guerrero, though. I want him to be the first Angel Garza.
I want anyone to be the next anyone. I want them to make themselves up.
I mean, this is a way to start. Like that was a definitive win by Angel Garza. I mean, he doesn't seem to be carrying so much of the Playboy gimmick like he used to. Like it's
He's not all swagged in.
he's not. It's not so much that he's serious, but like it's underplayed a little bit. Thank God, very needed. Oh, now we're getting a little thingy with Miz TV and AJ Styles. That is going to be an interesting one, mainly because I want to see what the reaction between Miz and AJ are going to be now that Miz cashed in the middle of AJ's match.
You mind if I take this one?
Go for it.
Clinton. So yeah, out of all the Facebook pages I've seen, they are talking about the match of the year. You guys are the only ones who have ever mentioned Walter versus Dragunov versus. Really, we're the only ones that have mentioned it.
Yeah, because not a lot of people are covering things the way that we cover it. Like a lot of people are going to cover what's happening right there and then everything else that happened beforehand just kind of gets dropped. Meanwhile, we're putting everything in perspective.
And even Walter and Dragunov was in October.
Yeah.
So that wasn't even that long ago still.
And it's crazy because now it's forgotten in the wayside. Like a lot of people now aren't even talking about Wrestle Kingdom that happened earlier this year, which was the double gold dash. People kind of dropped that into the wayside. And that was pretty big, I'm pretty sure a bunch of match of the year contenders are coming out of that.
And I've mentioned it a few times on shows. I don't know if it's going to be an award show or a best of show or whatever. But we will be having some sort of show/stream with all of our match of the year, wrestler of the year, women's wrestler of the year tag team. Anything I can think of, I'm going to write on a piece of paper and get everyone to fill it out. So we'll be doing something. We will announce it because we have about 2 weeks of free time until then. So
it'll come pretty soon.
And I want to wait until the very last match of the year because the very last match of this year could be the best of the year.
Indeed.
So I want to do the show on the 29th and then have an absolute banger drop on the 31st.
Which could very well happen.
which could very well happen. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be New Year's week,
Yeah.
maybe.
Pretty fucking.
I would say let's do it the week after New Year's because you get to count for that week of wrestling.
There's going to be a lot of wrestling in the first week.
Oh yeah, like Wrestle Kingdom, which we're going to be covering.
Yes.
Ooh, AJ has a nasty bruise on the side of his face.
Yeah, he was busted up at the end. I remember that.
I remember watching that he had blood on the side of his face. There it is. So that's the result.
That's crazy. No one else has mentioned Walter versus Dragunov because that's all I've seen as.
It's
not my match of the year, but it's one of the ones I keep seeing everywhere.
It's very weird. It's like I said, a lot of people, they'll see what happens like day of or like early on, and then they'll drop like everything else that happened before. Like they don't keep account of what's going on throughout the year of wrestling, you know?
Yeah.
And we're one of the few that does cover. As Clinton mentioned, we're the only ones that cover everything, you know?
And we,
I can't find
like you said, we cover everything. Even if it's just in our weekly recap, we cover it. So we know what's happening. You're not going to see someone be like, oh, MLW had match of the year.
No.
We can say that because we cover it. We actually live stream during it. So,
as a matter of fact, we're probably the only ones out there that are covering MLW's Opera Cup right now.
Probably.
So, you know.
Shockwave, probably no one covering it.
I don't think anyone's covering Shockwave. We're covering Shockwave and Impact at the same time.
That's right.
Wednesdays, we got MLW's Opera Cup. We got NXT and AEW both simulcasting.
Wednesday is our busiest day, our biggest day, probably.
And we're covering everything. Everything.
So like us, comment, subscribe, share, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Put us out there because we are covering
life.
I don't want to put ourselves over, but by God, we are killing it.
Not bad for just coming in, not even a month or so out of the game, and we've already established. We're establishing our reputation right now as one of the tops coming out right now. So, join the bandwagon.
Champa style.
I said we're putting ourselves over, not taking ourselves down.
Boo.
Exactly. Boo. Exactly. Why would you
guys? We have a surprise coming up here in a minute. The hell was that?
You kind of let off with a surprise, and then you just kind of drop the conversation so quickly.
Yeah, surprise coming up, but we're waiting for it.
Man.
Oh, and then I looked down. There's a bug on my hand, so I don't know what was.
Delicious. Well, right now we're on commercial. I'll keep a track. Well, while we're on commercial, I'll kind of follow up on what's going on for the rest of the year, if you will, for Respect the Ring. We are going to be doing, like Chris mentioned, we have our busy days with Wednesday. We're covering MLW Fusion as well as AEW Dynamite and NXT. Tuesday, tomorrow, we are covering NWA Shockwave as well as Impact Wrestling. Friday is when we cover Friday Night SmackDown. And if there's anything else going on during the weekends, we do cover that as well. I know I've gotten some replies from a lot of people talking about wanting us to cover Ring of Honor and other promotions as well. I am currently trying to see if I can cover more promotions as we go along. So just bear with us because that list is growing and we are going to be covering a lot going forward.
We're gonna overload.
Oh yeah, case in point, starting next year, we are starting to cover. We're going to be covering New Japan Pro Wrestling. So
yeah, if you thought we were covering a lot now, starting at the beginning of the year, we're adding New Japan.
Yeah,
which is one of the top companies in the world.
That's kicking off with Wrestle Kingdom January 4th and 5th, as well as New Year's Dash. So we are doing a live show on that. For us, that's happening late in the AM. So for me, I think it's like 3 or 4 a.m.
Very late / very early.
Yeah,
I won't be able to make all 3 days, but I will do my damnedest.
We're back with Raw, and we're covering Miz TV.
Yeah, he was outside by the dumpster, right? Yeah, that was right.
So Miz TV with AJ Styles. So while Miz is doing his thing with the the Miz TV intro, like I mentioned before, we had a lot, and I mean a lot of requests about doing Wrestle Kingdom, and I'm going to cover that. So make sure to come out January. For us, it's going to be January 3rd into 4th. So in the AM hours after January 3rd midnight, January 4th is when Wrestle Kingdom starts. So we'll put a notification up on when we go live for that. So make sure you get your coffee, make sure you get your burgers, and make sure you stay up.
Get some coffee.
Get some coffee, get some beers, get some alcohol. So we're gonna have a good time. And it's gonna be an after-hours stream. So if you want to have a lot of fun, bring your alcohol. It's gonna be a boozing episode.
Respect the Ring gets lit.
We're gonna get lit.
Yep.
Here comes AJ Styles out without Almost. Interesting.
Kurt with the most important part.
And food. Yes, bring your beers, bring your alcohol, bring your coffee, but bring food too, because you're gonna need it. Clinton mentioning, go for it.
New Japan better not drop the ball on Naito and Ibushi, and I hope Phantasma and Takahashi puts out a really good show. This Wrestle Kingdom is going to raise the bar this year because El Phantasma and Takahashi is going to determine who is the undisputed right to face Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Wait, I thought Takahashi was the champ.
No. So there's two tournaments. There was the Best of Super Juniors, which Hiromu Takahashi did win. And then there's the Super J Cup, which happened about a week ago, where ELP won. So right now, Takahashi made a challenge out to the winner of the Super J Cup, which El Phantasma won 2 years in a row. And they're going to face off on, I believe, night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom. And the winner faces Taiji Ishimori on night 2.
So who's the champion?
Taiji Ishimori is the champion.
When did that happen? I thought Takahashi was.
No, he was not. But it sounds to me like I'm going to need to do another Research the Ring special on Wrestle Kingdom to catch everybody up. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Near the first week of Wrestle Kingdom, I want to say maybe the week before, I'll do a Research the Ring special where we're going to cover all the storylines that happened in New Japan Pro Wrestling to keep you guys in the loop. Speaking of in the loop, Michael, what is going on, champ?
What is going on? Respect the Ring. Andrew, Christopher, hello, boys.
Hello. How are things going with you, good sir?
Oh, God, just right now. But it's okay because I'm here with my friends.
Hey.
That's right.
What's going on? What did I jump into here? What did I miss? What do you know? What do you say?
So what we've done so far, we've covered the show started with Charlotte and Asuka coming out celebrating their women's tag team reign, and then Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke and Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler came out. We had a match between the two latter teams, in which case Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler won. Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke ended up in the ring anyways after kicking the other two out. So that was the thing. Match number 2 was Gulak and Garza, which was a banger, but it was super short. Garza won that one with the wing clipper. And now we have Miz TV with AJ Styles.
Yeah, I see Miz TV. I'm watching it right now.
Yes.
And Almost is still ridiculously large.
He is. He dwarfs everyone. It's hilarious.
I thought you said twerk instead of dwarf. I heard twerks. I was like, that's scary.
LOL. Ooh, Mike, you got a little bit of a lag going there, bud.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to try to fix this.
Go for it. So, beautiful crowd, what's going to happen is once Mike is up and ready to go, I'm going to bow out gracefully and let our two star studs here cover it. Oh, we got a teaser for the Marine 7.
Oh, great.
I'm absolutely kidding. It's just a Photoshop thing with Miz, Almost, and AJ. Whoa. Almost is talking.
Oh, I'm good on him.
Andrew.
Yes.
Group chat.
A peanut butter and Johnny sandwich. What is going on?
I think to the right of us.
All they're doing right now is just complaining against each other. And now Miz Morrison and AJ are kind of... Good grief.
Yes, yeah. I saw one. I'm not too sure. I shot it. Bullet.
Oh no. So Miz wants his title back, his contract back. What is going on? Michael, you're back.
Let's see if this is better. Is it better?
Audio works. Audio works. Video is slightly lagged. Oh, wait.
I'm probably
something?
gonna have to go to my phone.
Yeah, your video's lagged.
I'm gonna have
And the
to go to
audio
the
is
phone.
like-
I'm very upset right
Boo.
Do you have a fan or something? Oh, bye.
Yeah, his video is lagging and his audio was kind of starting off, but it was lagging too. Drew McIntyre out on stage right now.
Calling everyone bitches and get in line.
You're not wrong.
I beat you all.
You might be able
I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Or you can land on the other guy's stuff that I killed. It's right next to it. People on like right around here.
This hat is very warm. It's about as warm as the feed must have felt when he was being set on fire. Okay, so I wonder.
Right next to you.
He's Drew McIntyre is. Drew McIntyre is about to read a story after
No, great.
called the Nightmare after TLC.
I feel like I don't shoot him. I'm shooting his boy. The kilo over here. You want that?
Oh boy! And here's Sheamus and Keith Lee. When did they get what?
What happened?
Keith Lee and Sheamus are now on the ringside, reading the story. Almost is over there next to the announce table like a mumbling idiot, but I'm guessing he didn't realize that the other two kind of walked in.
It kind of like sounds like how they did story time last week when I did my solo show.
That's kind of what this is. This is the sequel, The Nightmare After TLC. Dynasty St. calling it now. Ospreay versus Okada will be the match of the year. I hope so. I'm so excited for that. You have no idea. Yoink. We found a Michael.
Man, I'm very upset. This whole night is cursed.
Yes, it is.
It's cursed.
This is a night of all nights. But your audio and video are 100% fine right now.
Well, yeah, because I'm using a reliable Apple product. I wish I had a MacBook, or I wish I lived in a place that had internet access that is like 10,000 megabytes per second. That's what I wish.
If you can get that, let me know where you get it, because I
Yes.
want it.
Yeah,
No.
That's why the first like 3 weeks of our whole deal, I had to use my phone every time.
Yeah, but the thing with this, Christopher, is I thought I had it fixed. I thought everything was fine. I thought it
The
was
guy in front of you.
golden roads ahead. And I blame you, to be honest with you. I blame Christopher Carradine.
You were Gucci until today.
The backfire.
You were good with all your video till today.
No, it happened another time too. I don't know why. I'm still blaming you.
We'll just keep the audience in the loop while you two continue on
Fight.
the blame game. Currently, all Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre seem to be on the same page until AJ kicked Keith Lee into Sheamus, which has caused a little bit of dissension in the group. So things could happen.
Is Miz getting his Money in the Bank briefcase back? Because I kind of hope he does.
I don't think he will. He
I
was
think he should.
arguing to get it back, but he did not.
I think he should get it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and this may be sacrilegious, and this may be a hot take, but I was kind of
Hot take?
upset that I was kind of upset he didn't win last night.
You and me both. You and me both.
Good deal. Good deal.
Because I mean, if you're going to cash in Money in the Bank, especially in a match like TLC, where it was the easiest opportunity to get the belt without a pinfall between the two
Right.
of them, what better way to get it?
I know that there's well, I don't know this, but I would assume that there's a small group of fans that are like, yeah, but Drew just won the title back. Okay, but he didn't lose it in an actual match. He has an excuse to say this is why I lost, my title and all that. And I don't know. But then again, it doesn't make Miz kind of look stupid. Like, why not just wait till the match is over when he's totally dead after all that and then go? And then you could pin him. You could hit him with a chair and pin him.
That's what I was thinking, to be honest. All it did was just waste Money in the Bank this year.
Yep.
Oh, we got Retribution coming out.
Do you notice that, like, WWE, you remember Sanity? When Sanity would come out, they would do the camera thing like this. It's
Right.
like they just recycled it to Retribution.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mentioned it the first week, and people were like, "Oh no, it didn't look like that at all." I'm just like, it's literally the Sanity camera drops.
Like, they literally just use the same, they press the same button. Whatever the button is, that's what they press.
Here's the camera.
That's like fan
So-
cam status. Well, I got commercial.
I got a Bianca Belair commercial.
Wait, are they?
Is it
Bianca
this?
Belair is doing a vape commercial.
Yeah,
As Mike
yeah.
is vaping.
Let's say that don't vape, ladies and gentlemen. It's dangerous for you.
Go ahead, Mike. Show them how it's done.
Oh.
Rip.
Here comes our vape
Wow.
tutorial by Mike.
That's how you do it.
Now, kindly explain, sir. How did you manage to do such a vape?
Sick vape clouds, kid.
Oh, well, first of all, it all starts with the mount. This is what you call a mount. And then you clear this up right there. This isn't so much as important. I'm not going to do that anymore. But the inhale is definitely, and then not only inhale, the exhale, the blow of the smoke. That's a very big part of it. So stick with
Absolutely.
me, kids. You'll go somewhere in life.
Atta boy.
That's right. Role
And
models.
that was our lesson of life in the day by Mike Rosa. Round of
Thank you.
applause. All around. All around.
Yep.
And that's how you vape.
Mhm.
Comment from Clinton. So basically, to keep it short, Ishimori basically destroyed Takahashi and took the junior heavyweight championship back by force.
Ew.
So
Real
I
Thought
was
we were
like-
talking about. Thought we were talking about
so
WWE.
before you were coming in, during commercial, I was explaining what was going to go on for the future for Respect the Ring, namely the Wrestle Kingdom broadcast that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to be covering that. I believe Nick Lombardi is going to be covering that, although I highly doubt that because that's an AM stream. Chris says he's going to cover it, but I also highly doubt that
I can
because
cover at least one of the three.
and Mike's going to be covering it because Mike loves us.
I don't watch any New Japan at all.
It's okay, just join in anyways.
Just be like, I'll just agree with everything you say. Be like, yeah, Ishii won. I'll be like, yes, he did. Indeed, he did.
So I was also saying it's basically an after-hour stream, so I'm turning it into a boozing episode just for the lulz, as long as people bring food.
Wait. What did you say?
It's going to be a boozing special.
Fuck! Look at you go. Look at you
I
go.
know, right?
Respect the Ring getting lit. New
We're
Japan
getting
style.
lit. It's going to be a lit
Incredible.
episode. I got this, though. I got this.
Indeed. Don't.
And ladies
add-
and gentlemen, due to technical difficulties, unfortunately, I will be bailing out now.
Good.
Mike, the whole show is on your shoulders.
Is Andrew? getting-
Don't fail.
Oh, I'll be
please.
here. I'm staying.
No. Andrew's still here, but it's all on you.
He's
I
saying
didn't
he
want
doesn't trust me.
I didn't want him here anyway. To be honest with you.
See you.
You know.
Nope. So goodbye, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow night for Shockwave and Impact. Peace.
Goodbye.
As I awkwardly say here before I remove myself.
Oh God! I should turn that off.
Ooh. So, Mike,
That
it's just
was-
you and me for the rest of the night.
And you know what, Andrew? Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way, buddy.
Same here, buddy. I'm taking this off, though, because this feels like I'm in a sauna right now.
It looks very uncomfortable.
It was comfortable for like the first 20 seconds, and then it got really warm, like the Fiend was last night.
Ah.
But I am putting my hoodie on because I'm having a very terrible hair there, as you can see. You know what? Screw it. The hoodie goes off.
So can we since we're on a commercial, can I try something really quick and not make it look hokey? Okay, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna see if
Well, while he's doing that thing, we're back on Raw right now with Sheamus and Keith Lee arguing in the background. And Drew McIntyre is playing mediator between the two of them. So right now, things are not looking very well for the 6-man street fight match. Mike, what's going on, buddy?
Is this okay? Are we good right now?
Your video's lagged, but your audio sounds pristine.
So I should probably just stick with the phone, huh?
You might want to stick with the phone. So things are looking pretty catastrophic right now for the 6-man tag match between AJ Styles and Miz Morrison versus Drew, Sheamus, and Keith Lee on both sides, actually. Miz TV, as you saw, all 3 men were starting to argue as a result of Miz cashing in Money in the Bank at TLC and losing ultimately. Drew McIntyre retaining the WWE Championship, as you saw. And currently, my partner, Mike Rosa, is working out some technical difficulties right now as we speak. So bear with him a while. For now, you got me solo, and I'll do my best to keep you in the loop for everything that's going on.
No, you don't.
Hey, look, it's Mike.
I know. I just because I don't know, man. It's like I invested so much in like a setup and stuff that I want to use it. That's the thing. But it's okay. I'm here for you. For you.
I appreciate it.
No. Not for them. For you.
I appreciate it.
I should just. I'm gonna let this know, kind of pulling the curtain back. For all our Respect the Ring, Andrew Samaru here is the MVP of Respect the Ring. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not.
100%.
I'm really not.
You see his face more than you probably see your parents.
Can't.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, we get to a certain age where it's just like, I'd rather look at friends.
It'd be like that sometimes,
I wish Ricochet would win a title. That's what I wish.
You and me both.
Both of us. Oh, look, he's doing flippies.
So he's facing... That's T-Bar, right?
That is indeed T-Bar.
So Ricochet continuing his war against Retribution with a match against T-Bar. And already kicking things off with a dropkick.
Wait, whoa. Is that right? You put match 3?
Yeah, match 3.
It's been going on for like almost, what is this, 2 hours?
It's been very segment heavy. I kid you not. It's been very segment heavy, this Raw.
That's insane. Wait, what time is it? Why does my computer
say
9:17?
Or at least on mine, it's 9:17. I forget, you're 3 hours behind.
I'm 3 hours behind, but for some reason on my laptop, it says it's 7:19. I don't know why.
Well, we are an hour and 18 minutes into Raw. If that helps
see
out.
that's why I said 2 hours, because I was like, oh, it's 7. No, it's only 6.
It's wonky.
T-Bar is beating down Ricochet right now.
Well, Joe Burkhart's thinking that T-Bar is going to win the match.
We'll see, Joe.
We'll see. Right now, I mean, Ricochet's record against Retribution has been pretty interesting, to say the least.
Interesting is a good word.
I mean, he won against Mace. Or no, Mace beat him. I think he beat Ali. But now he's facing against T-Bar. So it's wonky.
Let me ask you seriously. I think we've talked about this before, but I'm going to ask you, my good friend Samaru. Look at me again. Is there a way to salvage Retribution from this point forward?
At the rate they're going, if they continue this path, probably not, because all they're doing right now is just feuding against superstars. They're not really doing what they're set out to do, which is take over Raw. Their backstory right now is, as it is, they're just fighting against the injustices that have happened in Raw, but they haven't really focused on that at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did Ricochet do? If anything, there's been injustices being done to Ricochet, not Ricochet's not the one doing it. You're fighting the wrong people.
It really is. It's so backwards. And what Ali's trying to do is he's claiming that he wants Ricochet to join Retribution, but why would he want to do that?
Seriously, like Ricochet would be like, you know what? I'd rather just get buried.
I don't understand. I really don't understand.
They
But to
should've
answer
just-
your question,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say to answer your question, I think they're salvageable with the right story and the right push for their motivation. But right now, this ain't it, Chief.
That ain't it, Chief.
This ain't it.
It looks like
And-
T-Bar is about to win.
T-Bar with a fireman's carry Benadryller. And a 3 count.
That's what that's called, a Benadryller?
Because what in Lucha Underground and Impact Wrestling, they do some variation of that, and they call it a Benadryller.
You
That-
know
that-
every see, like I know the big moves, but you know every little thing. Like a guy punches someone, but he turns his fist a certain way, and you're like, oh, that's a fan microphone camera. Like what?
It's a problem. It's really a problem.
Indeed.
T-Bane now speaking against Ricochet. They're really like they're pushing this idea that we're gonna beat you to get you to join us.
What's wrong with Dominic Dijakovic's head? It looks very weird.
I think he sat in a mallet one day and just kind of like his head kind of deflated.
He had to. And I like Mia Yim's attire, by the way.
I do too. It's a shame they're not doing anything with her though.
Keith Lee is a lucky fellow.
Just a tad, just a smidgen, just a morsel.
I'm kind of happy that Dio Madden's like on Raw though. Not gonna lie.
I am too. Like, I'm so glad he's finally getting a chance in the ring and not behind the commentator's desk where he stood until Brock Lesnar just yeeted him out of that position.
He yeeted him legitimately. So I don't know if I don't think I told the story on Respect the Ring. And my dickhead cousin Devin isn't here to be like, yeah, that's right.
Joe called it.
But
I'm just reading
Dio Madden, like when before he was even on, well, he never really was on NXT. He was doing NXT house shows, and he had a gimmick, the King of Sit style. And what he would do is he would come in the ring all slow. He would walk, go to like the corner of the turnbuckle, and the whole crowd would be like, "Oh!" and he'd be like, "Boom!" like just sit down. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why, but everyone was like, sit, 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 sit. It was
amazing.
Just so weird, but it worked.
It's amazing. And now, as a reward, he's part of Retribution.
Now he just stands there going like this, like he's the fucking Joker.
So here's my gripe, too, about it. They have him out. They've openly acknowledged him as Dio Madden. Like, it has been acknowledged he's Dio Madden. He's next to the commentator's table where he sees the man who replaced him, Samoa Joe. And he has done shit all with fighting him.
You don't think they'd be like, I know that guy. That guy looks familiar to me.
Like, what? Like, at some point you think they would be feuding with each other, but no.
Yeah. Like, you took my job. Well, you sucked at your job. Now we're going to fight. But no, it's a completely different person.
And that's literally, like, the only reason he's with Retribution.
Yeah.
Because
You lost your job.
You lost your job. Like, what?
Oh, man.
And he has done nothing to get it back.
No, he just accepted it. He just accepted it.
This is
And honestly, I would hazard to say that was probably a better gig than the one you got going on right now there, guy.
Ain't it a fact? So, Mike, this one's for you, actually. I want to hear your opinion on this one. Dynasty comments. Unless those two have a Ricochet and Ospreay blow-off, they're done. But if they let Ali and Ricochet go, it can be saved. What are your thoughts?
I actually agree with that because, man, look at Ali and Ricochet. I don't think they would have – they have similar styles to an extent. I don't think Ali is as flashy and flippy-dippy as Ricochet is, but they're both great workers.
Fair.
I mean, Ricochet, just 5-star match if he wanted to. Like, he could do whatever he wants. So, I do think they do need a pretty big match, but the problem is WWE's not going to let them go out there and do it. Like, they're not going to let them do a Will Ospreay style match. Like, I don't know. But I would love it if they do because I like both of those guys. I think they're both great talents. But
Right.
again, it just goes to the whole I don't trust WWE. I don't.
Right. Agreed. I mean, it's like you said, they don't have similar styles, but when it comes to like how polished they are,
Right.
having the two of them just go at it the way they have, like
Yeah.
perfect example, Ali and Buddy Murphy on 205 Live.
Oh yeah.
That's
Right.
huge.
Absolutely.
If they can do something like that, then maybe they can save this. But they'd have to have Ali win. Like Ricochet can't win this
you
feud.
have to. And that's the kind of fucked up part about it. Is that, I mean, technically both of them really need a big win, but you can't have Ali lose, then Retribution's really done.
Exactly.
There's
That's
no coming
that's the
back from that.
downside.
So I don't know.
But it's
Before the
tricky.
commercial though. Go ahead.
Yep. What's up? I was gonna say it's tricky because honestly, Retribution shouldn't even be feuding with Ricochet. They should be taking down the system per se. Like hijack your feeds. Shave the cat. I don't know, something other than what they're doing right now.
Go against Triple H. Why not?
That'd be perfect. Start with NXT.
Yeah.
Go against Triple.
Oh,
H.
yeah,
Want to win
sorry,
the Monday Night Raw. Sure.
I don't know. Either that or just feud with Vince. Like, fuck it. Vince versus
Why not?
T-Bar. I'll watch it.
I would pay for it.
I probably would. Oh. What I was going to say was, before the commercial, we saw the Hurt Business come down to the ring. The new Raw Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Business. And I texted the group because I watched TLC late because obviously I was at work. But I texted you guys. I was very, very happy that they won.
I am too, honestly. I'm so happy they finally got the tag team gold.
Yep.
Like,
Now you
it
got
was a
Sam,
long
Bobby.
time coming.
It was.
So I don't know if you saw, like, from our end or from that show, the very, very, very small nitpick I have with the Hurt Business, which is more of my preference rather than like an actual criticism. I'd rather MVP doesn't wrestle, period, because MVP feels like the godfather of the whole thing.
I'm conflicted on that because in one sense I agree with you, but on the other sense I like MVP as a wrestler. Like I kind of always
That's
have.
fair. That's
So
fair.
selfishly I disagree, but objectively I agree with you.
That's fair. I mean, if you are gonna have MVP wrestle, I would feel like you would have him be the U.S. champion, and Bobby Lashley would be the WWE champion. But here we are now.
I mean, I feel like they kind of just gave Bobby the U.S. I don't know. Actually, I don't think that. I think giving him the title kind of solidified the Hurt Business because I will be honest. I think when you look at WWE, not NXT, when you look at WWE, I feel like the Hurt Business has probably been the most impressive faction. I mean, it's kind of hard to name factions because you pretty much have the Hurt Business, Retribution, and that's kind of it. But
Now,
I love.
I was gonna say I know you mentioned WWE specifically without mentioning NXT purposefully, and I get that because WWE, in a sense, is like the Hurt Business is the best faction.
All right.
Now for that, I do want to ask you though: do you see Bobby Lashley going after the WWE Championship again?
Like, what's the timetable here?
Anytime. Like, do you see him just look at going after the title at some point?
Okay, so before I answer that, I can't hear. Did Jeff Hardy get his new music?
No, it's still the same old ones.
Because he said he was going back to what's it called?
No More Words.
Yeah, but they were waiting for fans. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're waiting for the fans.
So I think you owe it to the man to let him. I mean, Bobby Lashley. What we thought when he came back to WWE, it was kind of under that caveat that he would have gotten a Lashley versus Lesnar match for the title. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn they said that was the whole reason he came back.
It was.
And, you do him, they did him dirty with the stupid Bobby sisters and Sami Zayn and the stupid stuff. But now, I mean, even the Leo Rush stuff, like, it was okay, but that's not that. I didn't really go for it. I think now with the
pose.
Yeah, like I didn't like it, but I think now Bobby's in a good position with the Hurt Business because he's not the leader, but he kind of is the leader, if that makes sense. Like, he's not the leader. Obviously, MVP is the voice behind it.
Right.
I don't know. I kind of danced around that whole question, and I said a lot of words just to say that I do believe that he should, and I think he will eventually. I think he will eventually.
Fair. As we started in progression of the match, Lashley and Riddle setting things off. Lashley dominating against Riddle. Joe Burkhardt saying MVP and Lashley are going to win this match. He's throwing his prediction in. What say you, Mike?
I think the Hurt Business wins this one. What do you think there, guy?
I'm going to agree with you, man. I think Hurt Business are going to win because they're riding a momentum right now after winning against the New Day.
Absolutely. So now let me ask you this. In your opinion, who wins a WWE or Universal or Championship first, Bobby Lashley or Matt Riddle?
Bobby Lashley. Because the way that they're going with the Hurt Business, they're steadily gaining momentum as time goes on. Like, you started from them just like sillily feuding against Ricochet and Ali and Cedric at one point to Bobby Lashley winning the US title to all of a sudden they're dripping with gold. They've got the tag team titles now.
So now my question to that is, though, how do you take the U.S. title off of Bobby Lashley? No, I guess they've done that before, taking the U.S. title off of someone and then letting them get into a main event. Yeah, they've done that before.
Yeah, I mean, the answer that I want, or the answer that I don't want, but I could see potentially happening, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, is Bobby wins the WWE title anyways and just hands MVP the U.S. title, which I don't want because it inherently devalues the U.S. title.
Yeah.
But I think what will happen is your option where Bobby loses the U.S. title and then moves on to a feud for the WWE Championship, which is also okay.
I would be fine with it. I wouldn't mind it, though. But does Bobby Lashley win the Universal title while he's still a part of Hurt Business? So that's what you think?
I think he will. I think MVP is going to manage him to a world title down the line. I don't necessarily know if it'll be a part of the Hurt Business, but I hope it is because
I hope it is.
They're a dominant faction.
I hope it is too. And honestly, I know that Bobby Lashley and TNA actually had a pretty good run.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, actually, it was a pretty great run. But I still don't know how I feel about him on the microphone, to be honest.
I think that's why he's with MVP.
Right.
It helps him cover that. Yeah.
I'm saying if you give him the Universal title, you would kind of need MVP to be there.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Do you want him holding the Universal title or do you want him holding the WWE Championship?
I say Universal thinking that it's still on Raw. So that's my bad.
Gotcha.
I obviously mean whatever one's on fucking Raw. But for some reason, I don't know why. I forget that there's a blue title, pretty much.
The blue Universal title?
The blue Universal title. I forget that.
So, I was going to say, to keep in the loop for everyone that's joining in, for the future of what's going on with respect to Reign. We mentioned that we're going to be doing Tuesday tomorrow. We're doing NWA Shockwave as well as Impact Wrestling. Wednesday, as you guys know, we're covering MLW Fusion as well as a simulcast of AEW Dynamite and WWE NXT. And Friday, we are covering SmackDown. So we've got a lot coming on in the pipelines. So, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Keep on tune with our Facebook as well as our YouTube and our Twitch. Make sure to subscribe to all three channels and turn your notifications on because you never know when we're gonna pop on next.
And if you don't, I will personally find you and hurt you.
I will buy his plane ticket.
I think the person that drops.
I wouldn't hurt anybody. I do want to hurt Nick though. Nick and Chris. I kind of want to get two for. I don't know why.
I can't explain it.
I see their face and I say I want to hurt one of you.
It is irrational, but it's somewhat justified.
Yeah. Hey, what did you get for your Secret Santa? I saw you guys' video. What did you get?
So I don't have it right now because I'm putting it in the laundry to wash, but I got a King Switch shirt, the white one.
I was hoping you were gonna show it.
It's in the laundry right now. Like I put it to wash because
I see.
It's a new gift. So
one of your friends got a pretty interesting gift there, guy.
Yeah, they did.
I think he actually got it from you.
He did. Now the question is, can I say it on air?
Use your imagination. It's something that he can use all the time.
All I'm gonna say is it's from a very, very famous star She does do
Whatever.
things on the cob. Well, it rhymes with corn on the cob. Um,
What? God damn. Holy God.
and
Holy
you
God.
can put it in your pocket.
Yeah, bro.
It's also a term that you can use to describe a cat.
It's a pocket cat.
It's a pocket cat.
Yeah, a pocket cat. It's just a tiny kitten that you put in your pocket.
Yeah, and sometimes in between your pants. But besides
Not-
the point,
Not gonna lie, I saw it and I was like, "Whoo, I gotta go to Spencer's."
I'm pretty sure those in the comment section and in our audience could probably deduce what I got this guy.
You know, there's one guy that's like, I still don't get it.
You know, totally on an unrelated note, when is Sasha Banks coming back on? I saw she had a gray attire. I was very curious about that. You know,
Wait, I don't even know.
Sasha Gray. I mean Banks. Sorry. Sasha Banks was one of my favorite stars. You know, for
I'm over here
for,
wondering what the fuck you're talking about.
yeah. Sorry. I mean Sasha Gray was one. I mean, I'm sorry. Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was one of my favorite superstars on TLC. Totally unrelated note. Totally unrelated note. I think Billy kind of.
I was just gonna say, yeah. I think Billy got it.
Billy got it. Billy's got it.
Oh God.
I mean, you could probably put it down in the comment section. I can't say it out loud.
Yeah, Billy, you can do whatever you want. We don't control you, sir.
Indeed.
Because if we do it, then Nick's gonna get mad, and then we will never see him. So it's okay.
And then you're never gonna see us on air because then we get banned. So you know.
Exactly. You know. But it is a game. It is a game changer. I'll tell you that much.
Meanwhile, back on Raw, Hurt Business are currently on the advantage, working over Jeff Hardy right now. MVP, the legal man. Jeff Hardy being taken down by a shoulder submission. Mike, what do you think about Jeff Hardy and Riddle's career trajectory so far on Raw?
They're the Hardy Bros.
The Hardy Bros. What do you think about the Hardy Bros?
I love it. I love how Matt Riddle gets all these partners, and it's just like, you're the Broserweights, and now we're the Hardy Bros. Like, I think it's incredible. Like, him and Braun should get together, and they'll be like Braun Strowman, Braun Riddleman.
Braun Riddleman?
Put it together. Do it.
Amazing. I kind of wanted Braun to team up with his brother Braun Strowman, but you know that also works.
Yeah, Braun. You know, I don't know why. So MVP has that thing on his singlet, the chain.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I thought it was dead center, and I thought it moved because I could have sworn it was dead center.
It's
like
angled.
I'm telling you that shit moved. I don't know how, but it moved.
See, what had happened was before you came on the air, I bugged your vape juice. So
I gotcha.
Yeah, so you're seeing things.
So that's why. Never mind.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. You know, sometimes you
Whisper
gotta
in
take
the
risks.
wind. Yeah, whisper in the wind. Look at Matt. Matt Riddle. He should hold all the titles.
It's very ironic you have Jeff teaming with another Matt and continuing the Hardy Bros segments, but
That's true.
you know.
And technically, it's a low level one, but he does have a drug problem. It's not even a problem. He has an affinity for the marijuanas.
I mean, his cousin Mary J was pretty entertaining back at Thanksgiving.
What? Oh,
Riddle were a very nice suplex taking on MVP and a Broton.
You're ahead of me. So again, you see
Am
it
I?
because I think the East Coast just gets stuff first.
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Maybe you don't get a delay. Maybe like a tape delay. Maybe you don't get a tape delay, but I do.
That's possible. I didn't even think about that because, well, also Chris is behind too. Like Chris was behind by a full minute.
Oh no, mine's like literally 2 or 3 seconds.
Well, right now I got Lashley in the ring against Riddle.
Booby Lashley. Yeah, no, I got
Lashley.
Now he's going for a vertical suplex.
Knees from Riddle.
I just saw the second knee flip back. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's trust me, it's fine.
Ooh, and
Yes.
I got the bicycle knee.
My name, yes.
So, Joe saying Bobby Lashley will win the U.S. and the WWE title.
Both.
Both.
At the same damn time.
I don't know. I mean, the concept of double champions is starting to tire out very, very thinly for me.
I'm very
Jeff with a swanton and a miss. Sorry, Mike.
No, you're seeing this though. I don't know how I feel about Asuka. First of all, why are Asuka and Charlotte friends? I don't understand, but let's talk about this. Oh, he missed that knee.
And Bobby Lashley with the hurt lock.
Oh, it's over. Oh,
It's over.
done.
It's done. Is he tapping? He's tapping.
Put a fork in him.
There you go. Hurt Business defeating the Hardy Bros.
You know, I think Joe Burkhart is actually I think he's a booker for WWE. Because since I've been here, he's got every match right.
Ow. So
he's good.
Joe, buddy, can you let us know who is going to win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, I need to put some monies.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the Vegas odds are out there. I could use some cash.
Speaking of Royal Rumble, I actually in my Total Extreme Wrestling save, I just had my Royal Rumble show last night.
How'd that go?
I had Samoa Joe win the men's, and I had Tessa Blanchard win the women's.
That's not bad.
It's not.
I could see that.
Sasha Banks was upset.
Did she attack Tessa?
No, I had a. Oh, there's arguing.
Yeah, there's the dissension between the three. And AJ walks out. So neither of the teams are on the same page right now in lieu of their street fight.
Nope. I wonder how much those glasses are cost.
All of them. All of the money.
All the money.
Just all of it. Every single one.
So since we're on commercial, you want to hear a story that's unrelated to wrestling?
Let's do it. Story time.
My girlfriend started a new job. It's a second job. And
Okay.
I'm just going to, okay. So they put her on register for like the first time yesterday. Because she was like doing other stuff in the store, but they're like, hey, you want to work on the register for, stuff? Okay, fine. So she rings this couple up for like $800 worth of stuff.
Goodness.
And this guy tipped her $100. I'm like, you need to give me my monies. That's my monies. Yeah, I was shocked.
I'm guessing it's because of her charming personality.
My girlfriend doesn't talk to nobody.
I guess she talked to them.
I said maybe he wanted a favor, and I was like, if he wants to put another zero on the end of it, I get half. I'm cool with it.
I can't.
Have my money.
There are comments I could make here, but I don't want us getting taken off the air.
It's okay. Don't worry.
For the women's match, the base will win.
They're gonna have Fish there. The boss. He meant the boss.
Oh yeah, you see, he's predicting the Rumble.
He's thinking about Sasha Grey too. Boss Banks, I mean Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. The boss will win. On that note, though, for the Rumble, I mean, who's your pick to win it for both of them? I know your TW thing had Samoa Joe and Tessa Blanchard, but
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen in real life, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Shit. You kind of sprung this on me, man.
Oh, just instinctually right now, based on what's going on.
For the men's, dude, you really I don't like you right now. I guess for the women's, it depends on who do you see them taking the belt off of. I could see Charlotte winning the fucking women's again. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly, that would have been my pick too.
I could see it.
I would have been my pick for the women's. For the men's, there's a lot of ways you can go. I honestly wanted to say Big E, but then they're having the Intercontinental Championship match on SmackDown, which I feel like he's gonna win.
I do too.
You know,
and honestly, I think whoever it is, I think whoever it is, it has to be on Raw. It has to be a Raw superstar. Because I think Roman should hold that title until he dies, like 50 years from now. Like, give him the title. Let him have it. Just like
The head of the table.
surgically put that title around that man's waist. Indeed. So for Raw men's, Edge.
That's a good pick.
Comes back at the Rumble, wins the Rumble a year after his return, and he says, "Look, I just killed Randy Orton, and Drew, I want my title back, or I want a title." I don't know. Do you want to put the title on Edge though?
You don't have to necessarily, but I mean, I wouldn't be against it. Dynasty says Lana's going to win the women's one, and Ronda wins the men's one.
Hey, I would be fine with either of those.
I mean, if you're going to consider Lana's whole lucky storyline, she could win the women's one.
She could. Then I'd be okay with it.
Whew. Oh, here's from TLC when the Firefly Inferno match. Now, what are your thoughts on this one?
I loved it, first of all. Before I do that, though, Randy Orton's a fucking criminal, okay? This man has committed arson. He's bashed bricks. He's bashed bricks over people's head. He lit someone on fire. This man needs to be arrested, but I like it. You know, everyone's like, USA is like, hey, we want more adult entertainment. We're lighting that fucker on fire. That's what we're doing. How's that for adult entertainment? Next, we're going to have Sasha Grey come to the ring. Banks, I mean.
I was saying how, like, Randy Orton probably right now is in a warehouse in Santa Monica right now trying to evade the cops, as far as I'm concerned.
This man is like, he's the Teflon wrestler. Nothing sticks to this man. He just gets away with all of this.
It's funny because, like...
After you, sir.
I was going to say it was funny, as you just mentioned that, the fact that how laws don't apply so much when it comes to the WWE Universe unless the cops are called.
Right, and the cops can be called for anything. Like, I want that guy out of my ring. Okay, we'll arrest him. That's not a crime, technically. He works there. Yeah. You didn't fire him.
I get it.
Also... I love how Jackson Riker and Elias actually look like brothers.
It's the beard. It's definitely the beard.
It's not even the beards. Put tattoos on Elias and pick. I don't know who's who. I'm telling you, they have like the same face. Actually, Jackson Riker kind of looks like a bigger Aleister Black a little bit.
Jackson Riker looks like he belongs to Duck Dynasty.
Jackson Riker should not have a job, but that's fine.
Hey, there is that, but that's that's neither here nor there.
Where's Cutler and Blake? What are they doing? They're just like, okay, like this guy. Where are they?
I was going to say they're currently right now on SmackDown with King Corbin as parts of the Knights of the Lone Wolf.
Okay. Oh,
that is a thing. Hey, Grand Metalik.
Good night.
So that takes us to match number 5. Continue.
Grand Metalik. Is Jackson Riker going to wrestle like that? Oh, okay.
I guess so.
Gunner.
Why is Elias climbing the turnbuckle?
Just going to say that.
He's going to play his concert.
I'm
okay playing a concert mid-match.
And Lindsay is just like, no, stop it. Like, go up there. Stop him. If you don't like it, don't just stand there and be like, stop it.
Why is Metalik like, oh boy. There is so many things wrong with this right now. I have so many questions. Mike, help me understand.
I don't. This is WWE for you. Look who's here. Look who's here. My best friend in the world, Niall M. McCluskey.
What's going on, buddy?
Love that man.
The greatest man. He's helping me actually get an interview with Fletch Cassidy down the line.
Hey, that would be a big get for Respect the Ring.
Absolutely.
I got some questions. I got some questions for Fletch.
Everyone's got questions for Fletch right now. Like I was saying earlier, anybody who has questions for Fletch Cassidy, we do have him coming up for an interview pretty soon. So if you have any questions for him, drop a question down in the comment section. I'm compiling questions right now.
Absolutely. All right, I need to take a pee break because I
Go
pee
take
and
a pee
stuff.
break.
So I'm gonna leave you guys looking at this beautiful brown man's face.
And there he goes. But he will be right back, guys. No worries. In the meantime, I'll recap you guys on what's going on right now compared to Raw. Pretty half and half episode. We've got it's pretty segment heavy right now. About 4 or 5 matches that's happened. We opened with Charlotte and Asuka. Coming out. Charlotte being referred to as Asuka's mystery partner from TLC, new women's tag team champions. We've had a couple of matches. Nothing really too crazy. Nothing that's set up for the Royal Rumble right now. This is kind of the fallout of TLC. AJ Styles, Miz, and Morrison are going to be facing Keith Lee, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre. Both teams right now a little bit dissension after Miz cashed in Money in the Bank yesterday and unfortunately failed. So that is a thing. And as you see right now, we're getting a little bit of a recap as to what happened at the last part of TLC, the Firefly Inferno match, which resulted in The Fiend dying after being set on fire. So that was a thing. We witnessed live murder on WWE TLC. And I'm pretty sure Randy Orton is not going to be tried at any point. And if he is, he's probably going to have David Otunga as a lawyer. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Now saying regarding Clutch Cassidy, he's super hyped for the interview. He told me he'd keep his cool, but I can't promise anything. Thank God. I hope he keeps his cool for this interview because he's a very intimidating character, I will say. Those of you who aren't aware of who Clutch Cassidy is, he's a very popular Scottish wrestler in Scotland. Very, very known in the UK. So we're going to have him on this show doing an interview with me. Hopefully I don't piss him off at any point. But, let us drop any questions you have for him because I'm going to be collecting questions for him. And once that interview comes in, we'll ask him along. So, keep on the lookout. Mike, welcome back.
I just read that. I'll tell you what. I really hope Clutch Cassidy keeps his cool because you don't want to see that man upset. Not going to lie to you.
No, you
Seen it
don't.
firsthand.
I've seen what he does to his opponents when he's upset. It's not a pretty sight, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little scared, but I'll keep my cool as best as I can, and I'll try not to piss him off.
Speaking of being scared, it kind of scares me how we do this show sometimes for 3-4 hours, yet I'm the only one that gets up to pee.
See, what had happened was
Catheters, right? Y'all have catheters? I figured.
Come standard with the Respect the Ring introductory gear,
I figured you had pee bags. That's what I figured.
It's part of the thing, Sometimes you just have to jam a needle up your pee hole.
I didn't. I've had one surgery, but thank God I've never had to have a catheter in because graphic warning. They say they just okay. You ready? 1, let's go.
Yeah. No.
Get the anesthesiologist back in here. Put me under for this.
I'll tell you what. There's a reason why I'm wearing a hoodie every show.
God.
Anywho, so far we're about to enter the 3rd hour of Raw, which historically tends not to be the best hour of Raw. We haven't had anything in regards to the fallout of the Firefly Inferno match yet, so no Randy Orton. Like we said, we're pretty sure he's hiding in Florida right now as we speak.
No, you didn't see? They just showed him walking in the back, and he was looking all diabolical and shit.
Well, I saw that, but I didn't see where it was.
It looked like he was walking to the ring. It looked like we're about to get a. Let me tell you something. If The Fiend or Bray Wyatt show up on this show tonight, I'm gonna be very pissed off.
I was saying that earlier. I was actually saying, I'm okay with Bray Wyatt showing up because they've already established that Bray and The Fiend are 2 totally different characters. I'll be mad if The Fiend shows up, though.
But didn't Randy light Bray on fire last week?
And then The Fiend popped up. But they've established that Bray and The Fiend are 2 totally different entities.
Well, yeah, wait. Let Alexa do it. Let her pop up. Don't keep Bray off TV for keep him off TV for 4 years.
4 years.
It's a slow build. It's a slow build.
I mean, we're going full New Japan, may as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be okay with Alexa popping up. I think she's filming Punky Brewster right now, though, so I don't know if she's going to be here. But
Punky Brewster, what are we in the fucking 50s?
it's a reboot.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, we're in the 90s right now, as far as I'm concerned.
They're gonna reboot I Love Lucy, and I am gonna go ape shit.
I'll watch it. We'll do a live watch along of it.
I'll be upset.
You will definitely be upset. I would be upset.
Mm-hmm.
Now pointing out, speaking of hiding in Florida, Chester made his way there somehow. Fletch went crazy when he saw him on TLC. Chester is Fletch Cassidy's chain.
Cause what?
Chain. His steel chain. Randy Orton somehow had it and used it in his match against The Fiend.
That bastard. That's
Right?
not yours.
Exactly. So that is something that's going to be talked about in the interview. Somehow Chester ended up with Randy Orton.
Fletch Cassidy versus Randy Orton. Just saying. Randy Orton better watch his fucking back.
I'd be down for that. I would be down for that.
Oh, well.
I was going to say something I totally forgot. Oh, no, I remember. Regarding TLC to the Royal Rumble, I wanted to get your thoughts on what do you think is going to happen?
Well, what?
How are they going to build up the card to the Royal Rumble? Because right now, the start of Raw had Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke somehow being involved in the women's tag team title picture, but you have Asuka wearing the Raw Women's Championship, so it's kind of bottlenecking the division again.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no clue. Like, I watched TLC. Like, the Raw ratings were at like a record low a couple weeks ago. Like, that was because of me. Like, I didn't watch. I've been turned off by the WWE product. I'm sorry. I know that it's my job, and I know that it's what I'm supposed to do. But you know, if my job was to get shit thrown at me for 50 minutes, eventually I'm going to be like, I think I'm going to call out of work today.
I wouldn't blame you for that. Oh, look, it's Randy.
I told you I was smart.
I am so smart. I am so smart. SMRT.
I'm getting Taco Bell tonight. Why are you still wearing the same stuff from last night? You're weird.
He's
been
wearing
on the lam.
pants. He's wearing pants, Mike.
He's not wearing pants.
He's wearing pants.
He's wearing shorts. What are you talking about?
They're still pants. It's not his tights.
But it's shorts, not pants.
He also wrestled in pants yesterday, too, which is very weird.
You know, that's another thing, too. Randy Orton wrestled, like, in a hoodie and stuff. Like, wouldn't you want to wrestle? Like, if the whole point is to not get lit on fire, wouldn't you want to, like, avoid stuff that would be extra flammable?
You would think so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of explain it by the fact that there was gasoline all over the area. So, I mean, I guess it wouldn't really make a difference? Question mark. You
know, this is another thing that pisses me off, and this is just Mike rants today, because Andrew's done enough. So I'm gonna do most of the talking. It pisses me off to the heavens that they are making the people in the Thunderdome like cheer for the good guys, boo for the bad guys. That pisses me off. Like, I was watching the crowd in a Roman Reigns match, and everyone's like, well, I'm like, no, there's at least 50. Actually, I'd say there's about 70% of people in there that would be like, yeah, good. It pisses me off, and now I have the fucking hiccups. God damn it.
Force yourself to burp. Easiest cure for the hiccups.
If that's true, I'm gonna kiss you right now.
1, 2, 3.
Did that
4.
fucking work? Maybe not.
Oh, you were close. Try it again.
We'll see. I normally just hold my breath.
Don't suck in air. Just try to burp.
I'm just gonna hold my breath.
Go for it. I'll cover what happens on Raw in the meantime while you're fixing that. Orton now out rings to ring, getting a microphone currently. He's got a bit of a deranged look right now. So clearly he has no remorse for setting a man on fire at TLC. Now, here's my thing. The fact that Orton set a man on fire at TLC, what more can you do with this psycho? Like, you can't... Like, nothing is...
Lock that man up.
Facts.
Where do I... Here.
Oh, here we go. Randy's thoughts. There's... so many things to describe Randy.
I want to listen.
He basically says he has no regrets. He may have regrets if it was another human, but the Fiend is no man, so he doesn't really have any regrets in regards to that.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Not a single letter.
So, like, if he were to wrestle Edge, what will he be capable of doing to Edge?
Literally cutting his fucking head off with a hacksaw. And just being like,
Probably.
well. But this is what Randy Orton. This is what he should be doing.
Why do you have handcuffs?
I knew it. I'll tell the story when Randy's done talking.
Why are they pink?
I'll tell that story too.
Oh, look, it's Fletch.
Oh,
It's Fletch
Fletch
Cassidy.
Cassidy, what's going on, my guy?
He loved the last spot of TLC.
You like seeing people burn, do you?
Oh boy. So guys, this is the wrestler we're going to be interviewing down the line. So if you have any questions for him, drop some questions down.
It kind of upsets. I mean, how could you love seeing a guy get burned? You know, maybe that's why Chester went away. Yeah,
Mike,
I
don't
went there.
upset
I
don't-
went there.
Do not upset the man.
I went there. Yeah, you have to interview him, not me.
Yeah, please don't upset him. He will take it out on my ass.
It's okay. I'm not there.
Anyways, back to Randy Orton. He is narrating the heck out of hearing the Fiend die.
Indeed, like this is a very in-depth.
I'm pretty sure people get locked up for this.
Indeed. Did he just say he gets a high?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he did.
Dude, Randy's looking very diabolical.
So where does he go from here? Do you reward a man who committed murder with a WWE title shot?
What if this is the way they kill the Fiend, like for real, and we just never see him again?
I low-key hope not, because I feel like there's so much more they could do with it.
And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I was just gonna say, he's really scaring me right now.
See what I mean?
You have to interview him, not me. So
Please
you
don't.
deal with that, man.
Please don't. What he's saying reflects his opinions and not myself. Please, thank you.
I'm not saying anything. Fletch. Sir, we go way back. All right? We go way back. Andrew talks a lot of shit about you in the group chat.
Lies.
He does.
Lies and understand.
Fletch. Listen to me, man.
Oh, wait. Alexa.
Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's cool.
That's really cool.
All right, I'll take that.
So Alexa in a swing set right now in the middle of the ring. Oh.
Is Randy Orton really gonna get on a fucking swing right now?
You know what? I'm actually okay with it because this is deranged.
I want it.
I'm very curious as to there's grass in the ring. They actually went the extra mile. Huh.
Mm.
Now that I'm getting a little older, I get a little scared. We're getting Fiend being burned puns.
Oh yeah. Barbecue.
I love it. She's so good at this.
She is.
Good grief.
It's very dark. I like those contacts. Too.
I'm low key uncomfortable.
That's it. She's happy about it. He's home.
He's home.
Hey man, back.
Oh, hello. So it's not the
God.
end. That is terrifying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So the Fiend is not gone.
Well, she did say if he ever comes back.
What you watching over there, pal?
And we cut back to the announce table, who saw the whole thing, right? Happen right
And
in
they're
front
just
of them.
like,
It was like, okay.
I hate Byron Saxton. I'm sorry. He's so fucking cringy.
He's such a dork. Except when
Is,
he did
is
that-
Samoa Joe growing his hair out? Sorry.
Yes, he is.
I
Yes,
miss
he
this
is.
man. I want this man back.
They're just gonna blow right past it.
Yeah, no shit, Tom.
There are questions I have. I don't know where to begin. As we get a recap of last night. But okay, so Alexa says the Fiend is basically home,
Yeah.
and when he comes back, it'll be like nothing we've ever seen before. Do you think this means the Fiend is going to undergo a change?
So that's what I was kind of thinking. I don't know what you could change. But I hope that they do change something. Because if they're just like, oh, it's something like you've never seen before, and it's just like, oh, he's a little meaner. Be like, that's no fun. Like, do something.
I thought originally this would mean Alexa Bliss would be freed because the Fiend is gone.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been something, but I guess that's not the case.
That would have been very interesting.
Like, she just wakes up backstage and is like, Nikki, what happened? Where have I been?
Yeah.
You know?
Who are you, and what have you done with my championship?
So it looks like we've got our next match, which is Charlotte and Asuka. Who are they facing? Anyways, Mike, what did you think about Charlotte returning? We never really got your opinions about TLC, so I figured I'd ask you now.
It was okay. I don't like that the fact that, you know, her and Oscar are like, oh my god, like, why? You should hate each other. I don't know. But it was okay. It was a nice little surprise. I enjoyed it.
I was okay with it, but I'm not okay with it for the exact same reasons you mentioned. What is this?
I don't know.
Are they making 2020 a heel?
That's Braun Strowman.
It is. Braun Strowman is 2020.
Is this like a Raw Underground or Raw Battleground thing? What's that video game?
I'm not sure. It looks like everyone is just beating up on 2020 right now.
This is weird.
All they did was just take 2020 and just superimposed it on like other wrestlers. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this. Oh
fuck
my
is this?
god.
We want more adult shit. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh. Whatever you have in your vape, Mike, I think I need 5 of it.
You need something. Jesus. Yeah, and look, I don't know about you, but I just got a Svedka vodka commercial right after. That definitely. Oh my god. Anyway,
Those
so you
are
want the story
good.
about the handcuffs?
Yes, please do.
So, when I worked, actually, I'll say the company. Fuck Macy's, by the way. Macy's was fucking horrible. Okay, but I was doing loss prevention for Macy's, and Macy's, unlike a lot of the companies out now, was hands-on loss prevention. So meaning that if you stole and we stop you and you tried to run from us, we were going to take you to the ground and hurt you and put you in handcuffs, right? So they had stock handcuffs there, like not stock. They had like handcuffs that everybody could use there, so you didn't have to spend money. But I was like a cadet for the police department out here when I was younger, and I was like, those handcuffs are garbage. So I said, I'm going to buy my own handcuffs, right? But then I started thinking about it. I said, being led back into the store in handcuffs is embarrassing already. But you know, it's even more embarrassing being led back into the store with pink handcuffs. So I said, I'm buying pink handcuffs, and I love these things. They're old. I use them for other things, but these saved me. Yeah.
I have so many questions right
Oh,
now.
you ask all you want.
I'm still trying to formulate the words to those questions.
It's kind of like a yeah.
I like them. That was not the original thought I had in mind as to
I
why
already
they were.
know. But don't worry, that thought that you had in your mind is being used as well.
Beautiful. Okay, good.
And you like my key? It's a key too. It's really nice.
That's the key to the cuffs?
Well, the key is here. The key is there. That's the key. But I bought this thing because it was easy to put it in my pocket. So when I had to let people out of the cuffs, it was like a pen.
Beautiful. I love it.
Beautiful. So yeah. Back to wrestling anyway. Is Fletch Cassidy still with us? Because I have a lot to tell him about you.
I don't think he is. I think Niall is back with us, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Niall never left. I know Niall was here.
Well, Niall went to get Fletch. That's why Niall wasn't on for the time being. Because Niall and Fletch, they're hand in hand. Niall's the reason why I'm speaking with Fletch, actually.
Yeah. No, I understand it.
Oh boy, you are going to agitate him so hard for this interview. He's going to kill me.
I don't want to agitate the man. I know what the man is capable of, but I don't want to lie to the man either. And the man should know what you say about him. That's all.
But I say nothing about him.
Don't fucking do that, okay? If you're gonna talk about someone, at least be a man and tell him to his face. That's all. That's all. I don't like the way Charlotte's looking at Oscar, by the way.
He's still here.
Hey, Fletch, look. Woo! This guy right here.
I've done nothing.
This guy. I'm telling you, ask Niall.
Niall will back me up, actually.
Damn, look at Peyton Royce. God damn it.
Oh, they're facing Lacey and Peyton.
Wait a minute. How does Fletch Cassidy know my last name?
Because you're on Respect the Ring. You've done a couple of posts with your last name.
No, but yeah. I don't have him.
If not you, Nick does.
I don't
because Nick puts all our names on. He tags us.
I don't have him on. Man, come on.
There are ways. I'm just saying. There are ways he finds out.
Go away. Dude, Peyton
okay.
Royce is looking,
in the meantime,
Peyton Royce is looking like a snack.
I love how they're still fighting, actually. Peyton. Look, see, Peyton's coming out later.
Why does she not get her own music and stuff?
They're still kind of they're not exactly on the same page, as you'll see when the entrances happen, or they're just going to cut it off with TikTok. That also works.
Oh, are you sure you're gonna take all the money that she gets from TikTok, WWE? Are you sure it's okay that Peyton Royce has a fucking TikTok?
It's so funny because there was a thing that AJ Styles commented on that him, Sasha Banks, and one other person went to have a meeting with Vince McMahon about the whole Twitch thing. And AJ came out of it saying basically, to paraphrase, if there was a way we could pay back all that money that we made as a result of those side ventures, we should. Not would, should. So
What?
AJ's all for the ban. Yeah. AJ's all for the Twitch ban. He supports
Is
it.
this like fucking what's that called? Like Stockholm syndrome? Like or like a battered wife who's like, no, trust me, he just gets mad sometimes. What's wrong with you?
I don't understand.
I don't
I really do not understand.
And CM Punk brought up a very good point. Like all these people, yeah, they can't do Twitch, but Xavier Woods can try to get a job at G4. Why?
Well, so from what I understand out of it, because I was piecing together Nia and Shayna watching the match. From what I pieced together from all that information, it was basically that Xavier's YouTube channel is co-owned by WWE. So what Xavier's doing on Up, Down, Down, that's all WWE stuff.
So he's a sellout. I got you.
Kind of.
I don't
Low
think
key.
he's a sellout.
Nah. But he also does it under a different name too.
They probably came to him. That too. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he calls himself
I think it's
Austin Creed. I think it was Austin Creed.
Austin Creed. That was his old name in Impact.
Right. And that's what he's doing on G4. He's calling himself Austin Creed. So like that's his whole separate thing.
It's weird.
It is. It's very weird. See, Mike, look, Fletch knows the truth.
Oh,
so,
I believe it.
So there is no lying to the man. So he knows.
No, he knows my name. He don't know what you do behind closed doors. And I'm telling you, Fletch, you need to talk. You need to talk to this man. When you talk to him, ask him for the truth. I'm telling you.
All I'm saying is just ask Niall. He'll tell you.
No, because you're in front of people and all that. I'm telling you. Ask him when you talk to him, Fletch, ask him.
Well, Niall, however, is not on the show, and he and I talk. So, just saying.
Yeah, you change it too when it's Niall, though.
Joe Burkhart saying Peyton and Lacey are going to win over Charlotte and Asuka. Joe the Booker, saying Peyton.
All right. If this happens, I'm convinced that he works for WWE.
Oh boy, this definitely helps the crippling fear I have right now over the Fletch interview at this point.
I don't know. I'm hungry though. I'm actually very hungry right now.
Well, didn't you say you were going to get Taco Bell?
Yeah, I can't go right now. I had Blueberry Hill this morning.
What's up?
I had Blueberry Hill this morning. So delicious.
Blueberry Hill?
Oh, they don't have that. It's kind of like a Denny's IHOP, but better.
Ah, not bad. That sounds pretty good.
It was good. Good indeed.
Just the other day when I went to an H2O wrestling show, I discovered Wawa for the first time.
What was it? Say it again?
It's called Wawa. So I don't know if you have like a Trader Joe's or like
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, but smaller, and everyone there seems to love their job.
Yeah, because they're probably in the back, like fucking smacking them and shit. Like, you will laugh, you will be happy.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because I remember walking into like a Wawa there as I'm getting like food and stuff because it's a 3-hour drive from where I was going to my house. And I walk in and like you could tell like the atmosphere felt like either they really love their job or what your situation was. They're smacking somebody in the back of the head going, you will love what you're doing.
Could be.
Oh boy. But the food tasted good. I will say that.
I believe it.
Fletch saying that he'll keep his cool because we're good guys, thank God. But it's just Mr. Richards, Ryan Richards, his opponent right now. The Supreme Ryan Richards, if you will. Very, very colorful character, I will say. Not exactly a fan.
That's okay. I got you.
Right.
You don't want me to say it.
Please don't.
You said all right.
Please don't, because I know. I have a feeling what you're going to say, and it's probably going to get me murdered.
Who's going to win that match, Andrew? Who's going to win that match?
Between Charlotte, Asuka, Peyton, and...
No, Fletch and Mr. Richards.
Oh, Fletch. They're doing a social distancing match, actually.
Ah, so you did change. Okay.
Change
No.
what? I haven't said anything.
Now you said last week.
Yeah, that's funny considering they don't have a match scheduled, Mike.
Yeah, but you said if they ever did, that it would be Mr. Richards. That's what I'm asking.
I said nothing of the sort.
All right. Maybe I'm hearing things. Oh,
Show me
Lana
the
and
Show me the proof.
Lana. I just call her Lana. Lacey and Peyton.
Lana Evans.
Lana Evans. I mean, they kind of. You could see some similarities there.
I kind of can, honestly. Oh, they're still doing their beauty thing.
Peyton. Oh my God.
So here's my
Look at that view.
Here's the thing that I don't get. Why did they break up the Iconics to put Peyton with Lacey?
They're fucking stupid. They don't know what they're doing.
It bogs the mind. It really bogs the mind. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Fletch says the contract is already signed. As soon as lockdown's over is happening. So that social distancing match is going to happen once lockdown's over. So there you go. We have a social distancing match confirmed between the Supreme Ryan Richards and Fletch Cassidy.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Fletch gets Chester back, though.
Chester is a must. He is definitely needed.
Also, points out, Fletch has merchandise. So if you are interested in getting some merch, I was wearing a shirt of his a couple of weeks back. If you're interested in getting some merch of his, hit up his assistant, Niall. You've seen him on this on the stream a couple of times. Niall has the hookup with Fletch Cassidy merchandise.
So, for some reason, every time I see Charlotte as a babyface, the only thing I think of is like, okay, when's she gonna turn heel?
That's the funny thing. I keep thinking the same thing. I'm like, when is she gonna attack Asuka and go for the what?
Yeah, like
Did you just see that?
No.
Lacey, I think, tripped over the top rope.
Oh, that part. Yeah,
jump
I just saw that. Yeah.
And then just gets bonked by Asuka.
Big old Bonksky. Yeah, that's
Bonksky. And Charlotte. Oh, Peyton with the roll up. 2. Kick out. Charlotte's gonna get the figure 8 on Peyton, isn't she?
Yeah, you're far ahead from me.
What? Oh no, I'm predicting. I'm not sure what's up. Never mind. It's happening. I was predicting. I was like, why wouldn't she get it on Lacey Evans? Why would you get it on Peyton Royce? And as I say that, Charlotte defeats Peyton Royce. Okay then.
Okay. It's gonna be a solo man for a minute again. So I love you guys. Don't get Fletch angry because I remember what you did last.
I did nothing. Do not listen to this man. Oops. Fletch saying if Chester doesn't make it back in time, he's gone. I hope he comes back. I really hope he comes back. I'm a little terrified if he doesn't come back. You may want to contact Randy because Randy was using him. Okay, so we have backstage segment with Drew, Sheamus, and Keith Lee. I guess they're now on the same page in preparation for their 6-man street fight main event against Miz, AJ Styles, and John Morrison. So, We're looking at
I'll get it.
about 30 minutes left before the show is over. Guys in the comment section, drop your comments down below. What do you guys think of Monday Night Raw so far? I'm curious. I want to hear some comments going on.
Start dropping 20 while
And like I said, Fletch Cassidy is in the comment section as well. So if you guys have any questions, any comments regarding, if you had any questions for Fletch Cassidy, just drop some questions down. And I'm also doing an interview with him down the line, provided Mike doesn't rile him up enough to want to kill me. Drop some comments and questions, and I will be compiling them for the interview as well. Joe, I called. No, you did not. You said Peyton and Lacey are going to win over Asuka and Charlotte. You did not call it, my man. I'm starting to suspect Joe is a fraud, Mike.
Damn, man.
He may be. And just so we all are clear, from the horse's mouth himself.
Mm-hmm. Fraud.
Fraud.
Fraud. No, I'm kidding. Thanks for joining in, though, Joe. So,
God damn it.
you got this. Channel of the Force. You just saw The Mandalorian.
But no, I didn't. I never watched it.
I know you didn't.
There
I
we
still
go.
see the season. Oh, there you go.
I need to watch it though.
Me too. I haven't even started the season yet. I have to binge it.
Hmm.
When you were gone, all that showed was a backstage segment between Drew, Sheamus, and Keith Lee. They're back on the same page, it seems. So
I hear you.
that's something to look forward to, I guess, in preparation for their 6-man street fight.
I mean,
For the
I would
main
hope so. I mean, you need a team with them.
Here's my question, though, because they seem to be kind of teasing it, but then not teasing it. Do you think Sheamus is going to turn on Drew McIntyre down the line?
I've been waiting for it. Of course, it has to happen.
It has to, right?
The hell's happening?
I'm surprised it hasn't yet. I kind of expected it to happen for Royal Rumble. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought that was going to be the feud.
It could have been, yeah. Well,
Let's say-
then.
We didn't watch The Mandalorian. What? Oh, Joe. I saw the comment. I can't bring it up because of the language. Or should I?
No, that's kind of rude.
Joe, we're just
but,
teasing, bud. We're just teasing.
So Fletch, yeah, I didn't watch The Mandalorian because I wanted to, but Andrew said it was like the worst show ever created or something like that he tried it out. So it kind of turned me off. But I mean, hey, if you say, I'll give it a shot.
Joke's on you. I already talked about how much I would want to watch season 2 that I just haven't because I haven't had the chance.
Not what you said. Not what you said.
It's all over my social media.
Oh.
Ha, we've lost it.
Whoops.
All right. In all seriousness, though, Joe, we were just kidding. We have a lot of fun on the show. We call out everyone. I am curious though. Where do you think the 6-man street fight is going to go?
Yeah.
Probably somewhere in the ring.
You think it's going to end in the ring?
You just said where is it gonna go? I mean,
Obviously, it's going to go in the ring.
I don't know. I think somehow they're gonna set up for a big multi-man match. I don't know why. We haven't really seen a big multi-man championship match in a while.
We have not. It's a very they're calling it a holiday street fight now.
No,
Oh,
it
no.
has been. They've been calling it that all night.
I saw it called a 6-man street fight with the Happy Holidays tag on the bottom. That takes out the decision on who's gonna win this match now.
I hope they don't make it too stupid.
Over the ring, and then somebody's gonna open it and the chain isn't there.
Like, ooh, a fucking fire hydrant extinguisher, a fire hydrant. Yeah.
They just pull a fire hydrant out of a gift.
Start bonking people over the fucking head.
Imagine. Fletch saying The Mandalorian was so damn good. The season finale was fantastic.
Yeah, my friend at work watched it, and she told me like, yeah, you better watch it. So I'm gonna have to.
I have to see season 2. I haven't gotten the chance because life got in the way, but it's on my queue. I just have to sit down and actually have some time to watch it.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yeah, it is a really good show though. I have that, and I have Doctor Who. I have to finish up.
We can link up at the buy and I'll drop it.
Doctor Who is something else, man. I'm
You
not
want to see
bad.
the 2 pops I got? I'm gonna
What
show
do you-
everybody.
What do you got? You got pops?
You
Am
might
I-
already know this, but I gotta show everybody in the chat. I gotta.
Do we also get to see your Calvin Kleins as well?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I sag. I can't wear my pants on my waist. It's awkward for me.
Well, what do you got? Ah, we got the Dumb
Who's
and Dumber
seen
pops.
Dumb and Dumber? Because these
Yes, I
are
have.
incredible. I love these, but I have no more space to put them.
Oh, dude, have you seen my space? Like, I have a secondary space for pops now because I have to like reorganize. I have
Yeah,
no
no,
space.
I have like shit like tucked behind these ones, and like there's shit on the bottom. Yeah, it's a problem.
I'm gonna have to do the same thing for mine, and it's terrifying. Like, I have a whole section up top. I don't. Can I? I wonder if I can do this. Hold on. There we go. As if you guys can see see all of those,
Oh yeah.
but like, Mike, check it out.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That is a problem. All of those
Big old.
pops still need to be reorganized.
It's not good, man.
Fletch saying bonking people over the head with fire hydrants is my kind of fun.
I don't. He's scaring me more and more.
It's a problem. I was gonna say
Yeah. Oh my god.
Joe saying that John, The Miz, and AJ are going to win this match. Booker John or Booker Joe. Joe, that's gonna be your thing from now on. Every time you're on the show, we're considering you our Booker.
There's one in this house right here. This guy's so.
Meanwhile, Mike, who do you think is winning this one?
I think I'm gonna have to go with the heels. I think I'll
You
go with
think-
the heels.
I'm curious because they're calling it a holiday street fight. They've teased on both ends that there's dissension among the ranks, if you will.
Right.
So
But the faces have kind of gotten on the same page. So I think that they're pulling a little reverse psychology, making us think that the team that's came together will win, but I think it's going to be the opposite.
There was a guy over here.
Plus, there is a huge 8-foot tall man on the heels side that I feel like they're going to want to. Yeah.
I
yeah,
didn't know the other two.
there's that. There is that.
That's my fault.
But it's also weird. It's also very weird the fact that he talked earlier today.
I know, I heard.
It's so weird.
More people.
I liked it, though. Like, because he has kind of an accent, but it's not as thick.
Indeed. But he intimidates the living heck out of me.
Yeah. Like, if I tried to get in a bar, if I tried to get in, like, a club and the guy's like, no, you can't come in, normally I'd be like, fuck you, I'm getting in there. But with him, I'd just be like, you got it, man. Here, take my wallet. You can have whatever you want.
Indeed. You know what? As a matter of fact, just take my house while you're at it, too.
Yeah, man, here's the title. Sign it over to you. Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction, sir?
I have. Oh, that's awesome.
I love this wallet.
Where did you get that?
Oh my
I
god.
bought it.
It's two. It's
I walked right into that one. Hook, line, and sinker.
I bought
I
it.
deserve.
I forgot. I forgot where. I don't think I bought it on Amazon. Maybe I did. No, I don't think Amazon would sell something like that.
They might.
I don't know. I can't remember where I got it, but a friend of mine, actually my tattoo artist, a good friend, He had one. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to need that. I get a lot of compliments on it. And I feel like sometimes like I get compliments from people that have never seen Pulp Fiction. They're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
It's because of the swear. It's because of the cuss word.
That's all it is. It's 100% the swear.
It's literally all it is. Oh boy. This is the last match. I don't think
they just went on. Like they were just on a commercial.
You want to know what else, Mike?
Get past that.
This Raw has had 7 matches.
I wonder how many they. Whatever.
TLC only
in
had
3 hours. In 3 hours.
In 3 hours. TLC in 2 hours or 3 hours, if you will, had 6.
Yeah, that's insane.
So if TLC was awesome enough to have 6 matches and still space it out and made it feel like an awesome show, why can't they do the same for Raw?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know, man. I'm not a booker. I don't know what they go through and all that, but it can't be that hard. Like at some points, it feels like you're trying to write a shit show.
I can't say I disagree, to be honest. I really can't. I want to say at some points like they're trying or they may have a working idea, but I feel like they just switch it around so many times just for the sake of making it simplistic that it inherently feels dumb.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It can't. I think Vince needs to really take a long look in the mirror and say, maybe I'm doing more harm than good.
I would be inclined to agree with you. I mean,
the crazy thing is that there's an easy way to get this man to do that. Everyone needs to stop watching when when everything's back. Don't go to the shows and go on Twitter and start a hashtag Fire Vince or something. Like, I'm telling you, if you complain about WWE, and it's different for us because we have a show on Facebook we have to watch. But if it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for Respect the Ring, I probably would not watch Raw and SmackDown. I'd watch the pay-per-views, but TV shows, no.
Yeah, no,
I don't know, man. I just think his way of like, oh, this is I don't know. It's just stupid.
It's a mess. Like, honestly, it feels all mishmashy. Like you said, if it weren't for Respect the Ring, we probably wouldn't really be watching Raw and SmackDown. But we do cover it because there are people that are legitimately interested. But at the same time, why? Like, what is there actively to watch other than maybe a few stars? One of them just got burned alive. That's,
Have you seen like Paul Heyman on Talking Smack?
I have, especially segment with Big.
Yeah. So I feel like Talking Smack and maybe Raw Talk is one of those things that Vince doesn't put his fucking fist in, right? And look at the amazing moments we get off of that. Paul Heyman with Big E, and Paul Heyman had another one with Kevin Owens a few weeks ago that was incredible, fucking incredible. And
so I'm actually gonna ask to raise a question for that counterpoint. How much of that do you think is really Paul Heyman's influence and not so much Vince's influence?
I mean, I don't think that's scripted at all, to be honest with you.
I don't think so either. I think what happens is that Vince maybe gives him a prompt and Paul Heyman does his own thing.
I mean, I don't know.
Like, because like my thought process behind it, if you will, is obviously Vince has to be aware of what's going on with his programs. And if you know, like there's no way you being the chairman of a multi-million to $1 billion corporation would not be aware of all the happenings in and outs of your company. But at the same time, like we know that the old school guys like Paul Heyman, like Daniel Bryan, John Cena, all of those people, they have some leeway in what they can say because we know that, you know, they're going to get what they have to say across in the best way possible. So I remember, and the reason why I say this is because I remember maybe like a couple of weeks ago or something like that, there was a thing where Paul Heyman had to say something and somebody handed him a note, and there was a scribble on the back half that said something that Vince wanted Paul Heyman to do. And Paul Heyman kind of threw that note, and this was in the middle of Talking Smack. Paul Heyman threw that note away, in disgust. But like there was a thing where it was caught on camera. It said something that Paul Heyman was supposed to do, but it said per orders of Vince, like clearly on that paper.
Wow.
So it makes me curious.
Because like I understand that like if you run a multi-million but like I get that you need to know what's going on, but there's so much shit that WWE does.
Absolutely.
Like, does this man? I mean, and we know that Vince like is a notorious like workaholic, but still, I have a problem watching fucking two shows in one night. You're telling me this man is watching every minute, every second of every show that's on WWE Network? I don't know.
I can't say I wouldn't be surprised, given.
And it's like that thing. Well, but it's like that thing. I feel like he doesn't, and then he's like, "Oh, what's going on over here?" Watches it and is like, "Nope, we're changing this, and this." It's like, dude, it was fine.
I see what you're getting at.
205 Live.
Wrong. Yeah. Oh boy, 205 Live. Oh boy.
What happened? Though.
What happened to 205 Live?
I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I don't like it. It used to be great. I used to love watching 205 Live.
Nowadays, it's barely a footnote. It's the unofficial third hour of SmackDown that nobody cares about.
Yep. Just the fact that this man sent Keith Lee to the Performance Center. And look, I'm not this guy that doesn't think that nobody should hone their craft and go down and practice and all that. But like, I don't know, man. Keith Lee?
So, actually, on that note, Chris and I were kind of discussing that a little bit, the concept of why they were sending those guys down to the Performance Center. And like, it was kind of what you were saying, like they're doing it specifically to hone their crafts. But like my take on it was that, and I'm curious to hear your take on it as well, was that everyone that he picked that was supposed to go down to the Performance Center are guys that were touted as the future of WWE. The guys that Vince McMahon, by all accounts, saw that were going to be the future stars. So I took it, at least based on what I'm hearing, as them honing their crafts because A, they had the chance to do it with the Thunderdome and no fans, and B, the fact that once they're finished with this, they're going to be given more leeway than they ever had before.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of at first, that was my, understanding of it too. But there was some. I can't remember the exact wording of it, but there was something in there that just didn't it rubbed me the wrong way. I can't really remember what it was, but I don't know. I like I said, I could see it both ways. I could see it as Vince saying, "Look, Keith Lee's gonna be the man in this fucking company. He's going to be our top guy, so let's send him down there to, polish him up a little bit." I can see it that way, and I can see it also as, look, you suck, get down there, and we can make you better. Like, I can see it both ways.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Because, what I'm seeing is that he didn't list someone like Nia Jax, who's injured more superstars than the amount of tops you have back.
That's true. That's true.
He didn't list Nia Jax. He didn't list, people like.
Look, here's one that she definitely injured.
Yeah,
Didn't she injured Becky? I think she injured Becky.
She did. Oh, wait. She completely decked her face.
There's another one. She almost fucking killed her.
Yeah, so many injuries that she's caused, and she didn't list her. She didn't list John Morrison, who could have been Rusty. You didn't list the half of the women's division. You didn't list Carmella.
Send Lana down there.
They didn't list Lana. You know, they listed everyone who was touted to be a future success.
Yeah.
So it's like,
see.
you know, practice your craft and you're going to be like the next, even better than John Cena down the line, you know?
I can see it.
I don't know. That's just my take.
Man, the more whoa, that looked weird. Okay.
So I noticed it, and I also noticed Drew's leg is taped up. So
Oh, it is. Okay.
Cell
I
drop.
got it. Got it.
Nice dragon screw by Morrison.
John Morrison is just too damn good.
He really is, but why aren't they doing anything with him?
I know.
Like, they have
That's what I
to-
was kind of thinking too.
You know?
And you know what sucks is that they'll probably have the Miz turn on Morrison to like elevate the Miz when it really should be the other way around.
Ironically enough, you're right.
Like not
Yeah.
necessarily turn, but like even if you want to make Morrison a babyface, which I don't think you should, because
Right.
I loved Morrison as a heel in Impact, but I don't know.
It's oh my god, they just yeeted him across the ring. They
Oh
just
God.
even Sheamus is like, what?
Yeet.
So like my thing is Morrison, I love Morrison. Like when you see him as Impact or Johnny Blackcraft or Johnny Lucha Underground or what have you, everywhere he went, he was a champion. But like the thing I don't like about him is that he's so flashy. He comes across as Ziggler bootleg.
Nah, but Morrison was always like that though.
He was. He totally was. But now it's just more obvious because I guess because I've seen Ziggler so long in WWE, when John
Well,
Morrison
it's
does it, it's the same.
But like John Morrison was that way before Ziggler was even in the company, really, or before Ziggler became Ziggler. Like he was still Kenny or whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh yeah, Spirit Squad. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Mikey, Kenny, Tommy, whatever. the fuck.
Good grief. I did get a laugh though when I saw DX put him in that crate and then they just put it destination OVW.
OVW. Yeah.
Like they knew this gimmick was bad.
Oh, why are they? You're on the same team. Why are you chopping each other?
The dissension among the ranks. They were fighting earlier on, and it seemed like they were on the same page, but I guess they never really were.
Well, I guess not.
Womp womp. So the question is Sheamus going to cost them, or is Keith Lee going to cost them?
I don't know, man. I don't. Yeah, I still think the heels are winning. I think it'll be Keith Lee.
You think
I think
Keith
they'll
Lee-
try to. I think they'll try to blame Keith Lee, or Sheamus will try to blame Keith Lee. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road.
That song, I swear, I remember when it was stuck in my head for like a good month.
I saw a cowboy commercial and it just made me think of it.
Womp womp.
Indeed.
I think if they use this to have Drew and Sheamus fight, it would work. But it would feel
I want to see it.
It feels cheesy though, kind of predictable.
Well, how so?
Because
Like them fighting, period?
well, no, I want the feud between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre because that's going to be a Haas fight. But I've lost Mike. Oh, there's Mike.
My phone, I have the double tap the back to go to the home screen. And sometimes my phone will move and it thinks I double tapped.
Got it. So, like, I want the fight with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre because it's going to be a Haas fight in the making. Like, that seems like the natural progression to the next feud. But for the fact that you're going to have Sheamus turn on Drew because Keith Lee kind of messed it up for him in his head, it seems too predictable.
Could be.
I don't know. I mean, then again, they could be like, hey, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre team up and become the next tag team champions.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, not against the Hurt Business.
Exactly. Not against the Hurt Business, but then you're going to have another double champion.
Yeah, I
They're
don't want that.
the double champion thing into the ground.
I'm the champ.
it's so bad. Like New Japan did it, and they made it look so prestigious and stuff, but then it wore out its welcome so quick.
Right.
You know, like that was the whole thing.
So it's unrelated, but I'm seeing these commercials, the hot dog commercials. How do they get the mustard and the ketchup to look so good? Like just so perfect, squiggly. It's crazy.
Well, I've also seen a commercial for Harry Potter, and that explains everything.
I'm getting that right now. And Dobby!
Dobby is a free elf.
Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron.
I started rereading the books again, and like I'm up to book 3.
Fucking nerd. Nerd.
I like reading
books. Who the fuck reads a book?
But I like reading. Reading is fundamentally good.
I've read one book front to back.
And that would be?
I gotta find the exact name. I know the name, but I want to make sure I get it.
I'm curious now.
11/22/63 by Stephen King.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You've read that book?
Once, way back when, but I remember reading it, and when I did read it, it was like a front to back, straight through. Like that was
the only book that I've ever. They tried to make it a show on Hulu, or they did. I think James Franco played the time traveler guy.
So here's my funny thing with it. As Raw comes back on with Sheamus and AJ Styles right now, Sheamus in an advantage. Stephen King books are amazing. Stephen King movies, not so much.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's weird, and it's even funnier because when Stephen King directs his own movies, they suck even worse than people who don't direct his movies. And I don't understand it. I don't get it. Oh, Sheamus and Drew are about to do the 10 beats of the Baron.
Oh, together.
Except Drew's doing it so wrong.
Where's Keith Lee?
What's Keith Lee doing?
Come here. Give me him. Give me him. Give me him too.
He did. All he did was just shove him into the apron.
Yeah, really. I think Drew fucked up.
I think he did too.
Because I think he was supposed to put them both together, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. Look at them ruining the presents.
Dude, I feel bad for the people that had to wrap those. Those are very large gifts. I have a hard time wrapping AirPods.
The worst part is they set up all these trees and stuff too. And like there's cookies all over.
And those hurt to go, like getting thrown through a Christmas tree does not feel nice.
You know what? I'm gonna ask.
Devin did it.
Got it.
You know, that would be a good show. Me and Devin, we normally have chop battles, so that would be a nice show.
Who wins a chop battle between the two of you?
What, did you say who wins?
Yeah.
Have you seen how huge my cousin is?
I've seen how huge your cousin is. I'm asking who wins the chop battle between the two of you.
Him! He fucking hurts.
I mean, listen, Ric Flair is not exactly the biggest guy in the game, but he still wins chop battles every day.
Dude, who the fuck threw a present? Wow, they're just throwing presents in the ring now.
You know, now that you bring that up, this is a street fight. Why are they treating this like a regular 6-man tag?
Oh, I guess that's true. I mean, it could be a tornado thing.
It is a tornado. There are no rules in a street fight. This is basically a standard 6-man where the referee's just standing there.
That is true. You're right.
Like, look, Drew and Keith Lee are now back on the apron. It's just why?
See, this is where they need like better continuity people or like story builder people. Like someone that would be like, I got a question. Why are they tagging if it's street fight?
I mean,
like just someone to ask those questions.
I feel like if somebody were to ask that, oh, Sheamus just goes through the table.
I wanted to see a fucking Spanish fly. That's what I wanted to see.
You're gonna see it from John Morrison.
Yeah,
But-
John Morrison hitting Sheamus with a Spanish fly.
I mean, I'd be okay with it. It's never gonna happen, sadly, because WWE doesn't like cruiserweights.
It's true.
Their love for cruiserweights is about the same amount as Vince McMahon has love for his son.
God damn, dark.
It's
I love
really-
that. John Morrison's like, I'm just gonna pull him away ever so gently. Like, go fight him. What are you doing?
Right? Also, funny shout out. The reason why I said that is because Vince McMahon writes like a novel for a happy
saw.
birthday for Triple
For John
H,
Cena.
but for
John
Shane,
Cena.
it's like happy birthday, Shane.
I think it was for John Cena.
It was for John Cena, right?
I think it was for John Cena, and then yeah, he was like, "Happy birthday, kid."
As Miz is just ripping Sheamus's nose off his face.
And why isn't Almost getting involved either? Like I would have, if I was Almost, I would have, or AJ, I would have been having him get involved.
I don't know if you saw you saw the first match for TLC with the TLC match with Drew and AJ.
I did.
The whole time Drew is like climbing up to the top when AJ's out, and the whole time Miz is climbing up. It only took until Miz got to the top
Right.
for Almost like wait, processing complete.
That's one thing I don't like about ladder matches is just like,
Yeah. It's like your stamina doesn't really
and then they
recover.
do the thing where they hit the fucking belt, and now it's swinging, and now I gotta grab it, but I can't pull it too hard because if I do, I win. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. Nyla Rose actually did a funny video on Twitter about that too, where like she has to go change a light bulb, so she gets one of those like mini ladders, and then she like fakes trying to climb up super slowly to get the light bulb. It was the funniest thing ever. If I
That's
can find that,
hilarious.
I definitely have to show that to you.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
AJ with a Pele on Keith Lee. And white noise by Sheamus. Why would you knock out Keith Lee? What did he ever do to you?
Really? Yeah, really. You haven't even talked to the guy, really. Well, he did kind of drop kick him or push him.
AJ kicked Keith Lee into Sheamus.
Yeah. So.
And then he just Pele's Keith Lee into non-existence. And then
Oh, there's eggnog on that table. You know damn well that's getting poured on someone.
Oh, absolutely. I hope so.
It has to.
Is it going to go on Miz? It'll be funnier if it's on Miz.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so Drew just there it is. There it is. Drew McIntyre just doing belly to bellies on everyone and then kips up and then like
Oh, yeah.
his knee finally just starts to annoy him.
Yep.
Oh, wait. And we got the reverse Alabama slam with more.
I love that move. I love
It's
that move.
so impactful. I love it. Oh, setting up for the future shock DDT, but Miz kicking the leg out of the leg of Drew McIntyre. 2 count from a double A spinebuster and AJ Styles breaking up the pin. What do you think of this match so far, Mike?
I think it's been okay. It's been fun.
It's entertaining. I just wish it was a
Boom! Keith
Boom!
Lee.
beautiful disaster by John Morrison after a pounce by Keith Lee. And the Irish Curse Backbreaker, which is so ironically named for Sheamus.
Huh.
Catch you later.
You know, whatever.
What's up?
I always hate these multi-man matches because it's always like the end sequence is always like you hit a move, you hit a move, you hit a move, you hit a move, I hit a move, pin. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so formulaic at this point.
In the tree.
Poor Tree.
Well, I guess the eggnog isn't going on. Well, it's gonna go on a day.
Give it a second.
Yep, there it is.
There it is. Oh, that was a nice block by Morrison.
Wow, I just saw that.
That was awesome. That was so cool. Meanwhile, there it is. Drew setting up for a Claymore. Sheamus hot tags. Sheamus sets up for Brogue and Keith Lee tags in. There we go. If Keith Lee costs them this match,
Then I am a fucking god because I called it.
you kind of are actually. What is what?
Look at him. He's like, put me down. Put me down now.
Give it a second.
Jesus.
Did you see what he just did to John Morrison?
He just baby carried him and was like,
Just drops him into the table.
Keith didn't cost him the match. Keith actually won the match.
And Sheamus rewards him with a bro kick.
Damn.
Is that how we're ending Raw? That's how we're ending Raw? Yep, that's how we're ending Raw. Huh. Well then. What did we learn here today, Mike?
That this is why I don't watch Raw.
Why? Just why? Just why?
Whatever.
I don't.
I am gonna go to the bank.
You should.
I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, and I'm gonna play Stardew Valley all night, and I'm gonna forget about this.
I think you should. First of all, before anything, Joe, you were wrong again. Booker Joe, incorrect about his prediction. But second of all,
I was incorrect too.
Oh my God, you were wrong too.
I was definitely big wrong.
I like I said, the faces were gonna win because it's a holiday match and the baby faces always win. And then I went with your prediction, so I'm wrong.
Okay.
Too.
Okay, but hold on, because yesterday was a holiday pay-per-view, and they ended it with fucking a guy getting barbecued.
What part of TLC had anything holiday related?
It was the Christmas holiday. It wasn't a holiday show, but it was the show of the holiday.
Really? Were there any Christmas trees? All I saw were tables. The only wood we got were tables.
Not what I'm talking about.
Mike, you want to end the show?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at Respect the Ring. Like Andrew has said throughout the night, Sofia Vergara is so goddamn gorgeous anyway.
Yeah,
like Andrew said earlier in the Joe, see you on Friday. Yes, sir. R.I.P. Kevin Green. Why do I know that name?
Kevin Green. I think he meant Keith Lee.
Maybe. Okay, so make sure you follow us on Facebook. Make sure that you like us on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us on Twitch. Catch us on all of those platforms. We may pop up on MySpace. We may make a grinder for Chris. We don't know. It'll all make sense. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Mike. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the MVP of RTR, Andrew Samaru. We will see you Wednesday for our NXT, AEW, MLW, all that shit. Thank you for being with us. Andrew, end the live. We're out of here.
Take it easy.